Na agba ni yo na ni me fompo jomo gbonyomre. Kenkle no. Oye pa obe ni yese na mo abule. Ene enjinuko ni ba keji oyanyanyuko ni laka hapo. Ni ikai obe ni yese na mo. Ene ehin kenanime anabuamo. Noni jienyo. Okasio jumo igbuhi jumo. Beko me yekumle. Keji ayefel ni minfumbale. Ayo jumo gbuhi. Iba fiti keji yekulemle. Moku ehwe lowo nga ake jumo igbuhi le akawohi. Noni jiete. Abala kabo awudanu momle. Anu odan kehani ahi jemo. Nyanye ni yo jemo fon balakabo ni onudan ejake eje owo sehi. Nani jije. Ni kase lo inomoy. Ni kase lo eblomo kebe damoshi. Keha na nyubo gonyo. Ene ba keji nyanyo fon lakabo. Na agbe no. Nibi niwo mahie nyam ani aufimo iwale ni akewo ni kasimomle na nyoni nyi ojomo gbonyo ba anye ekudo ojwem koni ekudo nibi niwo mahie nyam tamo okudo oko peye gbowulu no ni obu komo mi moni mi challenge mo ene G&G Sebastian ni ban saki keje kole gono moni kedamo wulo hienji anan ni lante Steven keji otao ni kasemo ipi keje wodinle ya heshiba mlin ni osumo ni ojase ni ne kecho plama ni G&G game asanji e Facebook lo YouTube leno nye radon
Anyeme woba eko me yenyeme nilante me fala mo femo kemba biene. I welcome each and every one of you here. All I can urge you to do is leave your comment, share, and then just like the page and tell a friend to come and listen. In care, no ni pe makpanye fa ni fe nyeja. Mi nkpanye fa nyeja. Koni no fe no nye yo nye ichom alo nye twi mi Nyengma efo ahye obaka na hanye. G&G Show every Saturday. Mi kenye me ekome amehani liaka menya ameba onum shishi. Since mo mana Sunday wo ken wie mana Sunday wo boy meni nyeba mi nkanyame ni next week amenya ameba. Meni hu ameba na mentete hu ameji amenyi ochupa. G&G Show. We talk about things in GaDangme, Ghana, and kanuko ya no ya eko klone ba anye sa wo here otashi wo yo mene wo here le gidigidi nyemie eba sina ke epeteshin ya eko ne potene epeteshin ya wo manye na he ne epeteshin ya na nyemie
ofa ne magbo na afio elenu ne wo shi milenche mi na he ye wo yem mba mi agbe na okay mba mi agbe mba mi agbe
technology
bakai
achele technology to bolo wanyemi ni odwe eba nyemi mi fala bogemba bi ene
onyami mi ngabo mi bi o se mi so la ke se so chi na ni ba ho yo wa na bo so mo ba se bi ene wo ba gbasan le fi o gbene no en na wa
ada nu mo shin inu mo yue mo ko me ne yue ni ekeshimiji jile mi aboda to
like no
aboda to ona no towo wo ba ya no poco a poco aluta continua
He egbe be won ya
no jini he egbe be won ya wo he no be won ya wo he inyemi nbo wo side there mini ya no yobo o jeme okpo e ta me yo ten
Oh, agbagbo mo na she ball won manage feel e bi na egbe na ke ya ifagbe feel ya fe no tumo go e go ni mi ba yin egbete no aga by force jollof aba ye no chale sani gbo mo anye mami ni ya shito feel ke lo feel ke ne ke ni ba o ya e shi ami na ya ke ga ye jollof awo no be tun ake shi do na ke na ke ji no na ke pe ye gbe te malebu ye gbe te aga by force jollof nke yo be no di no ni san ma fie no milenche lebi nke ma wo emu ji fio toneni genye efetimo ni bi ami gbegbe fio no ke ma kweno ni gba na ke no ko ma ma fe e dari ka mu kokoro na ye ska no ke ma kweno ma fe ma mu ma fe fio ke je na ka ni mu na be me ni ba ye ska me o ma sa ska ni ka me na me ye mo
and then jack of all trade in me come on me nche weekend me fan ake meat pie suntui e wo ni nteshi Saturday lebine meat pie go ni in famous meat pie na banya yile to mo one man na banda no no shishi and no ona ke anyway wo ba ya wo yin
chef mo ego boli age gba won na ga no she ego
engo wa table be kenye nu wo here me kenye me ni odwe opie ne wo me wonye me na me join but baby wo ba hwemo onum hihie wo ba color sane e beni wato na ha wo here just three simple topics. The first one is current affairs. Wo ani nke fon je me koni mani inyemie mani ele no ni poteni ya no wo fine current affairs ni yo ngmene illegal mining activities disrupt the Accra-Kumasi Highway project. It's enough. But I'm scan through article quick. No na me wie na gbe agino ni ehia. But I'm a care contractors working on the 4 bypasses on the Accra-Kumasi Highway are facing challenges due to huge pits left uncovered by illegal miners in the communities where the projects are being done. It will call Banhagbe, my face story short, money you're in charge of the project. Again, we have mining companies and they have their territories and ponds and are aligned through these territories. So it is either we shift the ponds or go through them. We've decided to go through them, and that meant that the mining companies must decommission these territories and ponds, taking some time, and it's affecting our project. Again, this place is a farming area, so there are compensation issues, but the Ghana Highway Authority and the ministry are helping us. You won't hear me? And also the rains have become more severe than usual, and that is affecting us. You won't hear me? Highway na afi ake 4-way ni ebawa ebawa boy to shake more.
yo bena
It is four different 4 areas ni. It's almost about 12 kilometers. Yeah, Asino. And then another 6 kilometers. And then another 10 kilometers. And then another almost 13.5 kilometers here, Konungo. And all this for Eba East traffic can it be, and then Eba East movement, and then Eba cut down on this unnecessary accidents nearby Accra-Kumasi road there. No. But I'm in face challenges. Yo, Imbra, in me a faming mono. I'm a you know my pass ham.
yo but kono aba
A faming in this modern age, you awarded a contract, and then Oba start contract, and then Oba these are the challenges we all face. To me, it doesn't actually because before me about contractor I don't know I don't know the steps they take ni ke win contract, because before you over tender for a contractor over feasibility study, and then you have at least okay BNN woba land woba back echo BNN ne problem and then ne problem, and in this particular period, on this particular time of the season, it is a rainy season. So these are the challenges we are going to face. I think any contractor ni FA project around the country will know in certain time of the year, rainy season, and there are certain areas it is a farm area sana many your before government allow the roads ministry about award book contractor the major issue fair. I think amenya solve. So I don't understand why they have to come back and tell us these are some of the reasons why amenyeko alo hinder the completion of the road. But I don't actually blame contractors because in a society or in anywhere you find yourself, when there is lack of leadership or lack of proper leadership, these are some of the things people get to make excuses every single time because they are not held accountable. Because at the end of the day, Charlie, this a few about the election, Charlie, again, a whole lot of excuses. But the thing is, because we have a failed nation, leadership, allow people in authority are not actually doing their job. Allow the position that is why contractors will come and make this kind of excuses, because Kenke sign contract we've agreed all the terms. I don't think you should come back with this kind of excuse. Project now in a set time, ni going to agree with all the weather and everything, you can accomplish it. So me no ne mbe submission na nyeme ma abo back pass.
Majesty here J engineer Jimmy. Here go engineering school down. She like engineers fair no ko kenklen actually site survey. Site survey to no you at a flat check a bulu jibopo. Like a site survey kwa keshenshi. Yeni ya money and if I demelo alone no bataje. Yeni afe ni egbeme ko me ba ni oje me namba agba na kedon ma fe alo kolo ko ba ni oje me namba agba na kedon ni afe ni ken gbenu na agbene sai serve enfe no ken clean ife no kwa aboda mi dwo akehyen contractor ni ta o ngba ba na fita sai serve because ken na po ake o ene shika ye mi chini bi efe fita e bulu adutu mo ne ya amachu kente ya tu ekolo ni ba ni oja ba agba na fa ni yo bi ewe ba agba na nye machu no machu because da na ke fa ba fa fe ready ake ba ba no fe no ni fe fa ba nya ma fitele no ene puntai. Okay fine get no mabu farming community won ma ba ma gbe wala ke ni bi ko me ya no e bi ene agbene ni enwu ji ake woke wo intrabulu atwa money yen mining contractor lewe ke yan no magbe age nu eni yo je e yan minimum ka ba fe ni bi ko me money mu yo fa me o ke ba ke she mu chi ni bi eje no ba magbe mu shipon ni ka je yan mi ke ya ko no bi o ya ke ine mete twa money ke fa me le no mi money ke nu ele no mi money ke be ba magbe ameka me twa no ke government du machine le government ene ha contractor gbe afi na mo ejo ene ba wa mete fe alo mo government mi ni le ene ke akese su akote ke ene le no mi no egba na mene ke oko ke ene le no mi no le won egba na mene ke adu ke ene le no mi no le won egba na no mo no yue mo ko ya fi mo ko mese no agbere ni sani mete anu hihia ke mayo no fio ko no fe na ehia wo fe mene ke iya abugbe no ba fe mene ke mu no ni yo fe mo ma fe ke fe mu na inda amima no mu ma fe no mene ke bo shi bi ene bo na mo chubo bi ene no agbere fe to mo wodu mo shi no ko meni iya wo fe nge bombe bo ga mi be mu nke bombe no ngbe wo ba ya nge bo wota ye no wota no onye wo fe no ko no ke mbo egbe ma no ege mene agbele nu ke nu e ba fite no ni fio kembo ni dumo no ge mene afe no gogo e ba fite mu no ni fio no be hie wo ya lo se wo ya
But me inyemi kema bibo no ko quick ona neke situation neke problem ne enene ni wo way from one no as man ni taxpayers money it pay me so much na mo poteni ke wo ba stra alo brofo back here we point a finger na mo poten wo ba point a finger na mo poten
the first person ne me ba ba gbero ji MC alo DC ni o ma me lesana ka yue ka na mokumoko kwa boji government gbomo na mo bo aka hie government ke boji amegbomo no no fi ano ni ya no ya na ka kutu emi esa ni bo onyo dumoshini ke moko yesane na bibo na ka sane ka shile na abemoko kuluku nkwa MPN yo da ka ye na yo fe nka aka hie man komeni kuma se akwa road no eleke chon magia pino no nukpa ni yo na ka magia no na menwu ameke moko yue ni yo gan ame sana bia mesane aka hie no na contract ne alo dana ba contract moko Kenya ke hie chonye chuese ka Kenya ke chonye chuese nye bi ya ke hie no na fio chonye chuese lo agbene na boy ni efe mo ni efe nye ke ngbe na ka chonye chuese ani yete moko ya ne adumo sha ke hie oula ma ba bi ene nwo ye mini nye ba nye na mo abogba ko ba fe no fio bi ene wo fio na kan da ko na ni moko machue je no fe kokonsa obi la ke o fa ne bi ene eko na ajuo ye bi ene o fa ne bi ene eko na fio ne keni ye bi onye no ba machue park ete igbeke bi fe show ye bi ene o fa ne mini gbero yo aka o fe no fio ye bi ene sane bi money je money je be ni show bi sane aka o le eko na agbene bo le eko ko go na abu ba o mi ko no na abu a o mi no mi government gbe me na blofo ba ka appoint amena medumo hie ahunpo ekomeko mi enka moko aye na ka moko mepe ni nkala aye ni lawe ke mi no Environmental Protection Agency ni blofo ka aka hie le kenoko na ba fite koyo mi alo shpon mi alo fa mi ni biye sane dumo hie na sane moko eje me na ka na dumo hie aka ke me ni magba fite ni ye sane ke ngba na alo ke me ni chashpon na me ke no ko shpon na ba na se wa me chashpon na sane moko eje me na ka na ekwe no na ka gbomo le umele yo ake afite wo shpon wo ka ba duniye wo fa anu wo na nu fio mi nu wo nu ka wo yini nu wo ba nu ka hwese no wo afite le no na kan gbe ma me hu ma me yo no mi no di no ni ka ba afite ya bo nyami
ona ke e wo
wo feni nu wo na shika nke mo kwa aka hie ka na shika da bi shi ni no fio no ke na shika o kpoto no fia no ni yo se no bo shika no ba na yo hie wo no fia no ni yo se no kpoto le o ke mi aka no egbo na da bi nyemi afi na kai
obi mo no you nke bo nkpagbe because e na pa ke no inako yengbe family inako mani about award contract ni amele you know the challenges ni yo na kan road there no before oba award na kan contract there
ko abi moko ne matue ha bo bi ade no nyemi ne ha bo site survey mo amale logile don dey feel lefe mo
ni chom ya ke 16 blocks any ke ba here e mali hold me she e what if you assign a contract no ji question it's like $1 million question ake if you ten inle wo fe ni nyemi jibo nle ake wo fe gan achose wo ye wo da e gan wo le ake katakata kra ke je bia na ahun ka gbe ekule sometime enu mo ba ne poto ye gan onumi shishi we are not in control of we were not fear no wo fe wo le ake ke e benke come on that is why ko kwe gambia na no ani flooding e yiga kenakama because what because they knew and they know okay nugbena ko kwe the way na mamo etwimble matwie onaka ama ema nujona but because of greed because of lack of leadership and neke majani bi ewo mofia mo matun anyhow ni ewo no ani kenumbo na ega ifiti onofia no. So if you already know ake ke imbom project femo project ne ninko by June, July, August
Salongbena
about Sani Magbena alone liake ednumbo beni ewo ke infiole every day ma feel every 2 to 3 days allo every favor after all project analysis and everything there before you bid for a contract.
ni moni uke ha boy moni uke ha boy kana ka nini bonwo nwa ka oni bi ami yake mi kan yake be ne ba she August ma mi enyumo mba no project e ken sheko 50% da ka shi be ni enyumo ba abo ne mo sanima makwe yake manyama fe na lo manyama fe mu sanima bile sani oula mi chobo ke ya dwa mi o lake dwa mi enyumo no eje me no mi no ke plan wo ko ni emi yake be ni time e ba she ko gbe ko ni na energy no ba fe Debo, I mean, again, taflate be o febulu mo. Ole ake ni yemba. Etumo wo ya sure na ni wo sole ake wona anu ye me. Mini we mo you o ya sure na. No o sole ake se so ani na anu ye me. Mini we mo you.
Go le fila keke te ba na sure na share. Sister na ke to ke bien chen sister ko be. Kana mo no go
Sorry, the road traffic noise. No one is muting here. Yeah, good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
Good evening. Kunimi, sister.
Mean for no planning for you. Mean for no planning for you, minye.
Na sometimes you need on a kind distance.
Na kan trying to feel road traffic me topic mute abi boka road traffic o find you.
Okay. E o ma jebo ye no. Alo iya no hino. Okay.
But no back here.
Coach odoko ajeme o fa ne hamsan ya ko jeme koni ma
Neil die. Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning.
Good morning. Tebo yo ten.
Okay, na ojo gba nu cho dromo son. Mene. Akeke she doko aje koni ihanye alete.
No, shla she feel mama yona.
Me for no pa ni fio. Me ya di dani shop anga. Thank you.
All right. Ewo tuebole. Wo sister Akeshe doko kume ye fa jeni yo manko kuma no akipo le clean ewo ubanyo afi doko ye doko kume ne afido ewo Keshe jeme ewa join wo. Ewo nyemi ewo question any bibo nke ewo be na mo sure no okay akaba afon but I think okay akaba afon na mo no.
Mi nke ona noko ni gba na je ake mi kwa sane no bi mi ko ni ma bo eto je ake ona wo government ya amla lo ya wo moko ne ba wo akuchu emi ne akuchu eno ya government ameni wole na me yo no jino ni bia ne ye mi ngbe no na ka obi mi egbe woshin ake anukwale sane bia ne nke bo yo nle ake MC ye kolego no bi mi ake shia mi ngbe ji shia ne yo nika no ko ba akuchu emi bia ne no manyama kenyi mi ake shia ne yo je nye anya achele government e money awole ni achale ne ba ni lewe ke ngba ba kwe ke no ko ye ofi mo ni lewe we bi ye ne atwa mi no ne ba ne wo pe wo nye wo fi wo ye yan mu ko wulu ne ba le ye ne yo government ojugba na wole government e gbogbo mo ake MC akutu FM ke no ko ba le ba dumo na na efe moko le ye ne yo no na ka no ko mini wo ba anya wo fi tumo be ni wonye mmegbe ke bi ne yin na membe GaDangme boys na me yin gota mi nu chumo ake ha moko mo no mo na hala do chumo ke nu chumo e ba mbe na kan gbamo yo no ji sane en wo yo e bia ne ake du chumo no e ba awobu nu chulo ni nu chumo e ba agbene na ata abo no ba nu chumo mini uji no Ataubu no batu ni eni moko habo shika ake no di no ni sanofe ataubu no batu no. Be mini wo fe agbene.
Noji Ona no ko back from top to bottom noko because ona ke hingbe ye ni biahe taflache wo fen we man say ni won woke main tuning. So we are under Babu Bake, an institution or under a company where there are rules and regulations, right? Where sometimes in your job sanora call a certain position no cafe noko allo onyo fe noko before no buyer allo before about advertiser can neke position ne if vacant no ubanyo apply for within the company agbeli ogbe na ha no ona ke come on requirements ne energy no ni comes with the nutriment no ni ubanyo fe no onyo fe and this is a time frame they ba take it will mean and the moment no obako nutriment money you're in charge as in the manager be anyone we about the country so as in the president they appoint the minister ni minister na ke this particular role there ba wa in the development of the country here ni if like sani award a company na afe na can road there ni a citizens with our own money with our own money ke company a chuoni ni okona kan position no you are not forthcoming onuchumo ya odugba ye man say itida aba chebu keba na ba habo aba highlight o mistakes na ba habo a chance to correct it or company na make a reputation can many be sure they fire you outright.
Inyemi ya mi nu work kwa mi ke ashon na kan tuma ke shenshi wo yue no ko wulu anu kwale sane wo fen work wo bi ya school oba bio ya ke chata nyawo ojibo obile da ne no tun le ke ya school ko na na ke ni kase mo mbashia ne be ba kase ko be mi ne ya school ya fi o wonye me ko me ni na kan no mi na ma bo ko na kan no mi ake mo ame ake shenshi ame da na ame ya shame ke no ko bashia again o chata mi efu ake boda ne mi blame ya school ahun po ake na kan ni na ton bo ake ko bashia mi no bope mo fi am ke ko bashia bope ke ko bashia e ga te abi pa ko mo na ba na ke kwe obile ko ne bo na e ba wona ko le nyo afi kwe afi ahun po ne anako wula ne ba nye bi e dan dana ba na sa ke shin ne kan lo ne no mi eni ma bi di ake o ha mo ko nu chumo okay ke ba ke shia ne ba ma o fa ne minta cement ba ten minta o shia ne ke minta ne ke no ke fen hale agbere bo wa bi la ko wula nu chumo no ya he ni bi nke ha bu ni bi no ku be sa ni ma na se ye shi bo won na se ye ege bo odumo shi okwo yin age shi mini ya bi obi no kunuku oyue no kunuku e bulu ani fe mu fita you know mi wole woje me pi na ga ma me boko no la nu kwale ni wo sate mi na ego da e ga ba school abi na ake shi o wula na ne ba bi alo e ba bi e ga no ko ba ko shi na ba aka se shi da Germany wona na ye no ka wo fe go no ko kwa moko ya na ya bi na ake shi nu tumo na ake ha bo mbo ke shi alo no ni sana fe mbe ya shi no wo bi
oh na mono ano quality di no wie because inyemi line na year of you e babak no wo bi inyemi ole no wie school as and ona ona ke mi mo so in sister same gbasane ngmeneni one of our cousin ekome one year about school results na ke no ni wo papa ekome wonyemi ekome BC ye 49 na kan no hie na numu mi footwear sta ka boy o tafla jo jimi na kan boy ka o tele ni na ka boy te still na mo ko ne ba wa bo no otoshi still o tele ni ka ko se the same thing no get your so tele ka ko se ke pasi she na go ola so it is just simple logic ola be ni yo anyway Ghana sane sometimes this God join here. You go explain tire. Because simple like layman's logic. It doesn't logic to us. I'm a block for it doesn't logic to us. If
nke no ko feel ba wo mi abo ona tutu gbego na ehu ye ihe pa no po ye no wocho ye na achi toilet no mi ye na achi toilet asho
ye colleague no
ke kole na ye here no no ke ya ke shin chale mama no ko feel be no mi ye wona ke so dia fo e wo ye ni bi ko me wo twi ya here ke wo jipo no ke feel exercise feel like o ke no ko ba ma no alo no ko ni yo nwe no ba gbla no ko ba feel no ko ne ke ike ya ke shin ya fe no ko no pa ko ni yo area mi bi like o kente ni mi fe ni e bi ani mo ko ba yu lo e ge o da bi mo ko yu no no fe e yan akutu mi because bi ana ba chon bi e ho le bi aba chon bi ama fe exercise no chon e fo ake shin sha ba fe ni ke ni ke okay no te ga timber market yan e bamboo ni ke bamboo ele amenye na ka be fitele chepo igba na choni ni he ekokro nke fita ya ke no fite e be medine ke fite ni ke na fita ni sa ni ke fia fine ni te ni afi ni ba kwe gambi ye atamoto awu ba kwe be mo gwe atashi efi ne gebe kwa mi keti di age se o nyemi e o fa de mi no fi o manyama wa bolu da bi mo gwe yue ka mba kwe mi ka mehu ege mene me obi we ba kwe ka mehu ka mete ona ni bi akome wo fe ni ake o ene government no mi no ken na abu alon ken ya wo mi eni to ake ke fiti esani ken na abu alon ken ya wo mi she fita o eku mene what you are saying show ba fite shi mene ken show fite ni loko me kwa be mi na mo ba dimo shi ba ke ake o ene ofa ne mi e wo ni show fite en wo na lo don moko ewie na ka shi wo fe ho mo ba ye wo fe ho mo ba ye wo no e fo ake saying shi keni ya no sani bo le eko bina obi na ake saying shi mi ba mi gbo na obi na ake saying shi ne ka lo ne ke tumo no you o bote me kumenu wa ni e ko tafla che project ke ya no ake signboard e mashi ofa ne GaDangme ka shi mene won fe na e bi e ahun po gan show na ni di Jamestown e ko mademe aka ma habo ye bi ne no kana kan no ko no le ko ko anye je mo ba nyo kan san ka o e na ejino ni ya no e bi e ekole onye no o ya mi ahun no abi manager ko sani chika mo go ya gbo na po ba nyo bi la ka o no ni na me ka be fi o ani o le na me ke shelo o da bi mi le na me ke she shiko ta o ye do ke she o ba nyo ya bi ne no abi mo ni yo bi e ekole le ba ni ke bo shi mi ne ke ile ko no kan yo na ka no jino ni mu le e ke wo shi wo ke wo e fita abi lo e fe ni etumo ni wo ke wo e fita e wo ke ya ajugba lo ya e ya ajugba o wo le ko na ka ni ele san wo chake
anyway anyeme ewo ake illegal mining activities Accra-Kumasi Highway project na afio no the only advice think ba ha nyeme if your mind here you won qualify ni na afio akoni many ameje Kumasi na ameje Ghana mento ame ya Kumasi e amenya ame ya amemami at least ka sa agbe ke ni bi ga ba fi a bit flexible can be and many he can eche because Charlie be an gan choke it was any be anya kami ni me ba feel very comfortable to stay in the Ashanti region and then come a business project and ba fe na me kwame say because if it's 5 hours na fe road ne and it can take you 2 hours alone 1 hour 30 minutes AF4 it is nice. So when you may won't qualify, just nyekpa wole ake won fe monto osika, but like you know, it's sure can affect the country here. You have to put a stop to it. It was me nga wo no jino. Nyame ili akoye nga wo ko no move on ke our next topic.
Ko he afita no ni ya no ka me dan efite alo ka me dan FA noko ya ojugba alo ka me dan noko ya fite noko dan noko na abu awo bi fo akeshen shi na ke ama school ye ni mu yo ben kan ba awo mi ekole mfe ko njomo akeshen shi ma fo bi shi kan fo bi ni bi le na school ekote no ye fo ahun po akeshen shi o le ake oblanta ni yo akucho mi ame oni na afio ekole ame wan ba na ni ma afio ye mi ka me wan ma afita na tun eko ekole ba wo se me ba tele cement ko me shi enyo moko ba le 50 ko alo moko ba le 20 ko ni le we ka na kon keke na ni no ye fo no wo ka wo ya wo ni ami ko ni wo le ni agbene ka afi many back bani and can you fit a kuchu at me? Me back up, okay, fine, no, you are mean bushish, me babu fire. I work bina, go bina, ni say no more by a what fair bani one and I said, no, like a biat no na your a bona, shana make bina, come make bina, bana say no more pan babawi. No, if it away, become once and wafi like a blofotol a PR, san wafi, koni one work akuchi me be I couldn't feel in your fan, no your fan and your car fital and your car you are basa nyana make biana. Ka make benani say no more by a our fan couldn't one and I can say no more. No, you know, think about it.
Uradon. But we'll move on. Care what next topic? But before I'm out for me quick 10 seconds. Go. Okay, you hear me? Currently, demonstration why you got be an enable you or like be an enable you and it's actually nice to see old musician noni ya no be an SSNIT it terminate the sale of a 60% stake in hotels as labor unrest looms. That is the topic. SSNIT a withdraw from trying to negotiate the 4 hotels any yo and I'm a watcher because the hotels were not making any money according to them. And they for me anyway, the hotels were not making money. So my aim is to sell it to an investor. And the investor bane to here. He's in government. Although one of the biggest hotel chain, West Africa, the whole of West Africa. But he's in government. He try to negotiate for this particular deal. That is Rock City. And I'm a release letter. I'm a decide okay, they are no more interested in purchasing the hotel again or being involved. They decided okay, they don't want to be part of the negotiations done by I may have public notice of withdrawal of bid. So I may be there out. And then SSNIT being who it decided okay, they don't want to go ahead with the negotiations again. On musician. It will be a Rock City be a at all material times. We believe that we had participated in an internationally competitive bid. We're happy to have learned. We are happy to have learned of our success, having edged out the 15 other organizations that participated in the process. Owner, but the way NIBAT finally, in the interest of accountability and transparency, we consent to you releasing all or whatever part of our bid document for public scrutiny. I may decide okay, they are no more interested. They've withdrawn all their bids, and then SSNIT my letter beautifully about for the media, the board and management of Social Security and National Insurance Trust wish to inform the general public that the process to divest 60% stake in the hotels has been terminated. I may decide okay. Currently, I say currently, they are no more interested in selling the hotels again. Olenoko, with this particular matter, yeah, there's only two questions. Anytime you throw a question to this current government, yeah, anytime you throw a question to this current government, they turn it into disrespect. The moment you ask them questions, they turn it into you are disrespecting them. Or we are trying to talk about this particular issue. They see it as we are trying to disrespect them. Why? Because Ameli, majority of them, they failed. They are here to loot, and they are tribal bigots. I've said it. These are the three things. Because you cannot be in government and try to buy something that belongs to the state, even though you have a private business. It doesn't wash. It doesn't make sense. Nobody does that. But because a lot of them, they don't have the respect. Actually, I'm a share work be don't.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
We are nobodies. These are the facts. I'm a cable. You are currently trying to get demonstrations in TUC and whatever. I'm organized no co. But
next week, I'm happy. I think I'm gonna start on the 15th. Did you do?
But my question is, I credit them for finally I'm a tish. But maybe it happened beginning of the year or last year or last 2 years. But I'm not divert poet. In care, these current politicians they don't give a hoot. They don't I'm a share work bay. Especially I'm talking about Ghanaians. On musician, because a couple of weeks ago, what program and of will highlight noni wachomi kenoni Kenya chomi. Ours is worse. But war ajo if you no but the truth of the matter be an any kashiji. Look at the speed and the manner they are trying to, or they are doing it already, selling, buying state properties and looting. Because government need board to hear. The moment this became a public thing, they would have that day no Sanishkuen angma letter na withdraw. Ni biane SIC. Okay, SIC po. SSNIT board there. If we have a government need tuning allow should I say? Yeah, government need tuning. They have to mena appoint me as whatever manager yenakama SSNIT kenakama. I'm a fence and I'm a resign if this country is working. But no tuni ababolo wole no ne afio da mele o nyeshia me ambabolo me nyeshia me 2-3 weeks time go ba fe no go klo no go klo ba fe no ko onu shishi. That is why Mokotomo Napo Ndio Lebe na Chole with a pride ba neba domoshi neka ake woke eke akufa do ba kompe nkuma. Yes, the audacity. Because Abu woke hanoko I'm a she work be so they can say whatever they want.
She anukwale nyemi anukwale in a way be na me she wo. What no wo fitai.
Oh, no. I'm not debating that. No chombi ake, no one in ke, no one in ke. One were your Jeme instead of come on, our parents. Okay, what deal our parent, but the generation before what they make they've kept mute. They've been mute. Neshiame, I may be back 4 years, never have to Neshiame, and no, he wash it, no one wash it, and wash it.
Nyami ofa de no ke ha let mo no ni wo nyami shade yue o ti de hu ni o ti enyo na ehu ene ke o ba fe o gashi wo le bi no ma yue no slau ko ni mo ko ke ya ba mi anu kwale sane bi ko na ehu manya ka akesin me aboni yo Ghana Society of Engineers they were the top candidates in their class. Many of Ghana Medical Association top candidates in their class. Association, Association in Ghana, they were the top candidates in their class. No can no go yano, you monaka you or jack a shin, and then about question can claim. And you know yano kaka fibo a chia, or I pay din a low partition or I feel no way, or I tissue I feel no way, a cabin yegbe. In my michekwe, Mr. Ama, Yekpa is Shian Beno. Lefita Ghana Society of Engineers, I won't back actually a graphic. Emi mone bada etwe machine I can be nature and war etwe enunio to bad because etwe a machine buji can be nibi come na kemi e kemi agation no minle collegono chukwe collegono na tole St Andrews yes kesi mail school ke St Andrews na say no as my real line ko kanje me we can be action what na that go respond we later dey any respond me no that go cash point be and that na ko onyin water ball no e job ball alo e plabo alo no go mini that cash point be mini bull ani ojino atuma dade ko kashi ne ya de kole na pe ya Jamestown Street
yeah all the way to the corner
railway ka kole gono ni wo pi na afọ ya kole gono wo le aka railway kashi dem no me asande no you obi ane the thing is ake ye man say pe she he ko no town no ya aba owele o meni leni de pa ka sha me leni na me te school na ma ka se ni sha me hi kashi Kunika ke no ko mame no ame ba yue na ba gba shi ya mete mene ba ka ke mita wo ya beku mene ba ka ke mita wo ya ni drum mene ba ka buka mene ba ka na shika wata shi no wo yue ya wo ba na ke no ya no on ta ni ma no aya wo ba fe ne e ko le nsumo fe mi sumo bibio ye mene ba ka nsumo mi sumo bibio ye ke wo ko na kan bibie ye mo fia mote ye ke wo ka tuni aka ka wo ke na kan ni etuni ye ma no ya no tin mo no wo ka ba ya he shi no you o ye Mogotane he Achimota Forest etimo wa ke many of Brazil ma biane Brazil ake wo ba he Amazon Forest like Germany or to me pepe ona etimo wa nye Iceland no ka ma ke shin ice na freeze ya me man no fe wo ba he like about people ake bole enjoy pepe alo te China no aka ma ka me Great Wall any maje bo moko me bo ba he again abakwa na babi wake bolente edwomoni yo itomi like e bole alo e chomo no you bolente o na ake no you ni yo itomi na ejo da e ba ke o da age bulubulu you no ni bia komenu wo you won na me fio shinya mitimo be no go you no you mu oh ashia me ene ba fe be bia na wo fe be je no fia no here you yes no fia no here you call you mo e plabo e titibo e touchable e combo ko yue legbe na ka e combo e fe lololo e chubo kakla bo yue be bo lamba ahun ka se ba gbo dabi timono ni wonu pa net na ma nye la akese si yin pa na wo yo se na ma nye akese si government be ba wo le wo sane ni nya han wo ya wo sane ka wo ye wo sane wo gbe na no ni nyanyo yo ya gbo na nye ba yue ko nye ba yue aye ko ona Taflache what station wo adumo shiake hinji wo ye nibi ko mami no me koklo me ba ye wo sane ha wo tumo wo be na abu eko alojomo wo be eko ahun po ake ye wo na wo satin wa ni me koklo me ni ja gbo na be ba fita wo ya ke shenso me na e che neke no kele ye ojugba alo kele fi no ojugba mini no ni NPPNDC wo amenjuni na menjuni kenche eko ni woke wo chon wo se insurance chepo ni yo wo hin aba ho ni ka ho agbe na wo be no ko don bia na shipon pi ablekuma nu wo chola ablekuma game enye yen shipon e ablekuma ache ko lebu me koklo me ya indeme shi bia na gan ni wo chola gama shipon ji yen game enye yen bolo ye he Akeshin ene weku shiponi. Alo ene papa no mi. Alo ene sen shiponi. Ye gamami. Ame fite ni bi na me klo ni bi na me kwaya ame sa akeshin shi mukuba ba. Ane kwale sane mukuba de ba bi sane. No bi ane ye na ya. Many etwa me ni leloy. Aka me te school na me yin fa na me kase ni. Sana ma me yue. De doctor fo ipe. De nurse fo ipe. De teachers pe. Sani mo fia mateshi. Ni wo yu ake nyepe no ni nye fio. Won nanye. Keje no kono koko afio no ni nye fio won nanye e. No kapo wo ba meni nye gbena dan wa fitele won na no ni nye fio. She call you kra. Oko e wo mi kra no fe no kono koko kra ye. Beni twa no na me fie ngona. No boy fe yu no kono koko ye. No nye mi. Dan wo ba yu ka shi wole bi e mi mang me no ye deme.
Okay, oh, nyemi. Ni tete o fine. Ene bo no eshe o.
And my colleague, keje anyone ye me share ole. None you are no quali eje ake ke okwe current government name. I don't know. Ona because keji okwe president Mahama.
Many I don't know.
Yeah, me wake him back.
Okay.
Yeah, okwe President Mahama, you know, in terms of money, when you mean you do we are President Mahama, you know, it's like mofemo na egbe. She for some reason and they share we be now no mofemo be laji. Osofu agbe laji. Majianche me egbe laji. I mean, many waliaka me mother ni President Mahama, you know. President Mahama, you know, like every Sunday, leading pastors, except for a few of them, that Sunday, President Mahama, you know, no topic.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, Ghana being a lot of grace.
Yes.
And you would think with that. Because the way any ajegbe akpo Mahama ke NDC awula pa with every little no go be biona ba fini me like mo fe mo tashidi na kwame. People had a lot of respect for Akufo-Addo because pre-independence. Mahama level post-independence bini. So bomokoni all experience before and after. So a lot of respect, a lot of goodwill, a lot of grace.
It was no. The word there is I think I can manek me.
Money will be there with everything. Money like it's just the worst government ever. You can't look at OJ. I think last week at one of the shows that put in people. EJ kuche me poyemi. Many me ba ku na me ba toton wa na jinye. Ame we be matimi will be a UPB amenoni. Ameno ku snap here Ghana ko.
I think kwa mina chole Brigadier Nunu Mensah. Joseph Nunu Mensah. I have been Akufo-Addo campaign manager before. When Mahama was vice president, I was the chief of defense staff. I'm telling you, MPP, NDC can't fix this country.
Yeah. In kind article. The thing is, like I was saying, especially this particular government. Look, this particular government in many a champion with all his flaws. That domestication policy. Well, yeah, exactly. With all his flaws, the domestication policy in this town they put Ghana to. Like there is something. even though I'm like a champion, like the same thing, military, I'm GUP. I'm a tradition, I'm a Ghana ever tie.
Facts.
But for their tradition, Ghana, yes, I got about years kind of fitting, but I think I got amount on the square what's here for anyway,
yeah.
When you work for any beef anyway, but I don't know. Can't quite me part more, no, you are. But you know what? I think Kenya inspire a lot of people, a lot of youth in Africa, and already there is a planned demonstration this September in the works, the Kenyan one already. Yeah. People are plan you and you know what? It's gonna be, look, the next couple of months here, Ghana, it's gonna be really, really. I was telling people the last time I came on my show, I go, look, call your Ghana, ya no go say no ba.
Yeah. Yeah.
September can ya December can I call ya Ghana da blow nya me check him all call I know ya omohone mu ya quickly no ba.
Yeah.
Ghana is gonna be really, really hard because look, like I said, Kenya inspire me. I think it's going to be hard for this government.
People are tired now.
Yes.
I'm
telling you, and I'm for elections. Where you are on this past couple of months, nation like follow. Sometimes on look by Nibi a G&G online. When many work for online Beijing cheme. What can be in any go? You sometimes when I go look by Benjamin, so sometimes they don't really follow it. She was online baby Charlie. Get no ni ya no ni follow lo juba Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Ni no ni ya no like the undercurrent ebablo seriously.
Yeah.
Ebablo undercurrent ebablo and it's also a test for them whether lele at least I'm a team Ghana sumo ya me minlo because ebablo I may know she could be from baby. No, people are not going to wait till December. Blow in the next couple of weeks, the next month or two. Blow the undercurrent blow. Seriously, and sana me no nami. Sana me kwe.
Inyami ni tete me inno ekonifitai and my yue akeshensi nakanomia at one basane na akeshensi ye wo nupa manche ni tete true ni bi ekome ne fe wo te me kome ngo na no fe no ba nyo ye ekole ahu buka ni sane ahu ana you fine whatever e gba na si ye ne ke ni bi ya agbene sane wo wonye wo kan wo hi mi enlebe na afio council of chiefs enlebe na me ka me hikpe she ebe ahu na ke tumo be no you on nyami no onye online no di bi ekome ni ya no na mi na ge nyo mi ya ke shin ka hwe you know agbakada alo slash e bi na tumo be no slash akutu na mi na ka no go online presence e fi o fe ni mi kan no ko shi mo gbe me tumo nye nye nkwe no ni ya no sani bi ane na kan gbe me anye na agba me ke ba no you action she ofa ne onupa adine mba bia ne ma bunye takola cha lo ma yenye he shi ni bia kuma ni ya no san wo sa weto e san wo sa wo na cha no akeke ni bia what esa ni wo me dan ni bia bon no ya dan wo yue action she wo biye ke wo na biye amen pin e collect bi ko ne hu e wo ba ka ma ka me ma me twishi aka wo sa ni a me shagbe na wi mu na me yu ame hu he omo ya me ame life e ya oduba me ko me yu e ko me action she bia na ye na yo nutumo enye manyam afi enye manyam atu ninka fi agmase nka aka ya hispon shi manyam haitu ken haitu ni manyam bu ekuna ni ma na spon fi o ye eko ni ma ma ko fi o ninka nya ken bi ya himi ahun po ne chami ahun po wo shia wo ku shia ne ko le manyam ke ko ata no ke ko ama one level en ke ko ba ama no ni mu man yi te ya lo no ko sika nye yo mami ni manyam bu ekuna no ma fi na kai no bia ne pin mo fi amon pin ye fa ne ye ka ma ni gbeke bia mi fu na me fe no ne sa da ni yu akese je gbeke bia me bu mo na me fe ne ke ni ko ka me ya me fu da bi amen kenyo mo bla amen kenye to ba fe to ba ya ja no ya o ya he amoe kome nyo aka ahun le 20 city amoe kome o shito ni pita shito ma poma ye ikome yo nke mo kome be mbe nga mbe noko o chomi ake ke na ni eni kwa san ma na 50 city dan ma ye kome shito ma ko esia ni ma lo eni ma he
yeah
no na ka musunshani bi yet mo be no yo nya mi musunshani bi e ba here fiu bia na agbene musunshani bi e gbi ko e kola etanesi sai eta doctor sai bia na doctor sai me lencha me na ga no ni no mi etanesi sai bele bata wo ye lencha hia wo fe ne ta ma me ye engineer say hunda student say hunda no bia na mo ehwe trotro ga me tell am me focus de eche an po me ni be na ka du mo ko ikuko apo ama me focus de eche nyenye fo ameda aga no mi nyenye te school no eta anye bia na eta mo fia mo ye no ka aba
Anyway, double me ona well nyemenya yo gan me wiemo no nji you still have the power to make it. I don't say to make it right, to try and correct it. Hopefully it is just I'm not pushing you to vote for a particular political party, but no concord me make the right decision. Because be an gun, yes, and move outside, outside Accra. Mokobake, life is a bit slow. Like it move a bit slow. Yes, but call ye gun. Come on. Ka fobo ye gun. Hegbele money. Shade bake. Afobo a hustler. The moment about fobo ye gun, you are a hustler from day one. Because shop kiosk no here near here. Call chakepe. No here 1 CD, allo 10 CD, be na all 15 CD other shop. Call ube option go to the next one now all 15 CD point 1. But no Kenya. Well, you learn how to hustle already. But it's about time ni what my here yellow like listen. Your misplaced priorities are fashion. And eto. This is the thing. But me, ni your man say, hello, or many or your man say, well, we cannot come and fight. We can just paint a picture. We are not saying I can water luxury, but when they feel the heat, I'm a honey government tell you because I'm a pure government. Without a man, without your taxes and everything, nibi pina feel a ganya fi. So it's an watchaki mentality. Anyway, anyeme, oba move on. I think menele oba free time. Good boys. Yes. Oba for me quick with our next topic. Yeah, anyeme. Wodomo nuemi. Alo wodomo motomi no. Ene esawohi. Woniamini. Sometimes call utashi no bo. Wakande Ghana news yo, alo abo Ghana radio koto efio, alo no kope, alo on the internet no ni been pop up na we about Ghana politics, about the founders of Ghana. You feel like it was Gamele, from nowhere, like we've not played a part on machine, yeah, menemi, but we all know. Okay, before Wana independence, Kwame Nkrumah, a best friend, allo a very good friend, they all went to the same school. Lincoln, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, be no, yeah.
No. Yes. G Wache Ako Ajay. Lanyobi Kron. Kone here. One here je shatawalepi.
Mingebu.
School me kena kama jen afio nyane me. School me ne chon keleba fe nyanyo. And then after no, I'm a join a group. I'm in my newspaper yeah, America. They tell the African story. Onushishin keha many don't really understand the African story. But join the Pan-African movement. Onushishin. Kwame Nkrumah, Joe Appiah, Jomo Kenyatta, Du Bois, and George Padmore. Neken group in there, they were, I would say close friends or the acquaintances, right? Ameleleame. And Akwaje was part of it. Fast forward, Abafe found member of the political party UGCC in 1974 in Southbourne. We know there are some other people ni American, but yeah, my son, you were Akwaje. Moving forward there, Ebasebe ni I need moko ni ba lead ni nakan me that group no me Kwame Nkrumah be nakan group me, but that group they needed moko ni ba front ka ke ha mene ke nye ma fe kwe lawyer Jimmy, Dr. Jimmy nye kwa gba. But with the vision and trust of a friend, that is Akwaje, he recommend a friend, and that was Kwame Nkrumah. No, Kwame Nkrumah but join ame. Kejele ekule Ghana future wale bene ba shape because with the introduction of Kwame Nkrumah to be the leader of Ame group, that was when Nibi kick off. But fast forward there, Obanawa independence, whatever. And then Awole, Interior Minister, 1957 to 1962. After I'm a group, I'm the first UGCC, a break in Kwame Nkrumah Bachehi. In Kwame Nkrumah win election. They only Kwame Nkrumah win and they will Minister of Interior. Because Eba joined the CPP. And then later, Eba Foreign Affairs Minister. Fast forward. I will let Chum and all that fair under Kwame Nkrumah because they felt like it was part of the no fair fitai, but let's fast forward. And Rollins Rollins recognized it. And now about a FENA kind program, he said something, and I read. Ghana is our country. We have nowhere to go. Ghana is our country. We have nowhere to go. This is where God has placed us. And the earlier we realize this, the better for all of us. Wache Ejemi, the year 2002, January. Inyemi, the question is, Game, our contribution to the politics and history and independence of Ghana, are we enough? That is one. But that was then. What about the now? Do we have the men? Inyeme. Ime. Info bole mi ahi aha. Ni papa ke indicide I can small matter. Mene ngun white shoe. E won for bole for park no money to one coordinator first e coordinator.
Inyemi. Be kebo ye my name again mu abo side pass catch go na no foko na akeba.
That's right.
Inyemi like as anukwale sade me ma yue neke ake hia ni nje ni bia ko me ni nye chon me bia ne anukwale sane a chon me ye deme ile ake ina daye akotolante ina ba ake ba ke she me papa Nkrumah na lokle ni cha ke she mo na chole Geo Ribeiro ama me chole Geo Ribeiro Nkrumah na lokle she call be sane ame yue
yeah
ni nakani ni o ayue no fiano no na me hie pa no mo je akehyenhye no fia no nye ke awie nika semo nye ke no we fitai by force sanima school the school teacher wo ifa enye ba anye chomi nika mbashia oni ba bi sane na to o kwekwe gba mo na ya ta ekota o chomi ko nke fitai no agbene efetumo be pi nyecho mmalebo nyemi keke ba kele ikwe mmalebo leheko inu yeda inu na aye mami da inu ni mekome yue akwaje odatelamte nekegbe inu da tiko bimi ame sane ni fitahe alo adesan na ka fita gbe he keke ba kele mi mmalebo no sane mi lecha agbene maya ma tawo enwo akema ya ma tawo shibe kuma enwo wa ke meni ka be ngbe na wo no pa ni gbene ame Jamestown na mba anya megba bosane oh amba nye bi ene ameka watashi na ameka wona yuemo waka me ye ni fio na metesha mete ameka ma afi woni ochi ebe ba ho enu afita na enu wo shida market ni ame ye jeme ona adesa fe fitai nika se moji na ka adesa sika te woni bi ekume efi otumo wote me ekume tumo no je manse bi diwo wo ga na ka wo fitai aklowa ekume ni yo wo je mi me ekume ba anya yu epo akashi ame electricity epo ta flat electricity be ame mami I'm a new radio, I'm a mommy. No, Nibia come anywhere you are and what je, I'm a lehiku. She a what gamma sati no need dormi. My entry no dane captain, I'm a boy no me kamayake, Nibia pia wa lehiku. I just say what, Benaya school. I just say what, so moya. I just say what, Nika semo, ni kanemo, Yemo juba, Yenibi piano, Gamele, no le matish madmosh, I make a share, Gagan your fobu, Aloga formo bijibo, Bakasini, Nika semolo Bakase, Wakase, I want to Bagbabo, no Bakase, go Bakase, no full letter, o Kase. She will know what we kumi, will know what she and me, will know what satin, Nibi, if it to at home. Oh, I know G no ye me. Cock politics say fit aye. Ye wakusuna ni unfemo. Pi wole. Je akebe na wo manche. Alobe na fun bon. Alobe na pe oyo. Alobe na fi opoje mo dabi. Bi kome ye me. Na me tun wo. Ame hani wo ingba na. Ame hani wo to anu. No e kome ko te ko ne fetu mo je na agbakade ala aje won ye. Me kome dumo shake o mi ene ole ko. No je adekwale ole we mo ni sana yue aye ni bi ni sana yue e de shishije ka shi na agbe nlebe na yu ole ni bi e ko me ni sana fe be na atun da be na afie ene we pi atoko wo ona ni na do mi aka na ka ni bi e na atoko wo ka wo badumoshi ni won yue wo be he wale ni di mikanyoji mi le no ni fie mu onu pa di mi ni ma fe obe eko no ka wo ba ko wo se ni wo ba hie mi mo fia mo yo hia san wo ton wo he ni san wo kase na ka ni be ma gbe na ocho history makers they asking shan ken they asking shan be bi ashe mi malibu nnugbe da she lele ahun po na kan not mo be no you okay oni no na oh papa npa eta bi enkele show ken ba yan mi to fifi on your fio o ba ho ida na bo le la ke papa npa asma no dey afi han ban bi e kwe bo mo champion ji le surely no sanu what chon wo he ni nyemi no ele efe ngbe na fi ake amie na mi na agbe mbile ni eni ke chon le bi mi sani ake mini je ne mu chon la ke ene je ne ene ke mbe no kokora machi abo e gayue mo sani machi abo ogbe advantage ogbe no sanu le ogbe ka bi wa ke ngbe je ni bo no chon ama ke nje bie je me papa je no je me mi hu je Jemeji ye ninje. No sanu wo kase ni kase mo ye for. There anyone challenge wo ya ke no you je anufale no male no le no dabi ba kase. Ya shi anu abi ya yomu no wo ke abi yomu ya bi yomu ko ni yomu agbabo isane ko no kase ko se no ba na ke anyemi no asma no you anufale mo koklo mo ke mi ne ke no pa ko mo ya nasane odugba agbene anu wo yue ko no wo fe wo kase. No ni kase mo le gbe na. Wo do school ya gbe na school ya mama jeje school ya agbe ona shini kase mo apa
That's right.
akase ahun ka shigbele lo sanu wo kase no di no ni mu ma yue ke fita ye nyemme
inyemi before oba chest ball and no shimi ona alo oba fokona alo oba fe o free kick menche bimanye wo manye kome eke hi bros and then wonyemi ni tete eke good day bros e wonyemi biane
I'm a tagle from any in your mini break shink about only and Sunny when I get Sunny a care oh you Sunny Mugwe ha boy. Call you Sunny Mugwe Habo. So we've had a lot of scholars. No, but you get Wujina Sana Mengma email. We've had a lot of lawyers. We've had a lot of doctors. They know some of these things. Magic better mean fair research on the whole gamashine again. I mean, can be any what a whole lot. Ni yana Dr. Josiah Aye a lectures come ni FE. Watch ni Adesoya a website ni Rando. It's a very good resource. Ni Adesoya ni odwe ofane botwe ni Adesoya bona ni Adesoya
send me later.
Okay. Mama say nkwa wo ni eno ko ni nyekwa. It's a very good resource. Obana the history of koni wa fe wakan obana the history of GaDangme anywhere je the amina agle ni name ni na lectures come ni Dr. Josiah and me yake Dr. Josiah ne lectures ne fe could have been in a book hard copy ni moko because many enyo ya internet no na me de ka ni ame ba afe ona shike wolo ne ka hie wolo e ba ka hie forever e ba ka hie yemi ake dia no fe no nchake woshi lectures ne menye ne mba na paper say ona boni nchon kaji watch ni Adesoya e publish your website inang ona ni wana me debate na mimbo watch ni ayikwe otutwe ni ewe about topic ni we discuss on here no the contribution of GaDangme be ye Ghana political in a space ke development as a whole ni gbe ni cho fe ni benadavle be like no ayikwe tu me ni me no cho na fe ni wo fe wole me bo ba nwa wolo
yes
benadavle be like yeah. Come watch I go to age Kebe na bale na kayale ebanye huru anytime. And he has all this information. And yefe ni benadable be like no chofe no mebo ba ebile directly this. So when are you putting the book together? Ebile. Ona can watch Nimwe Thompson if follow a trader, one of the finest economists in Ghana, the finest Nimwe Thompson, a trader on the ledge. Nimwe Thompson, check more out on Twitter. Mostly a poster on political issues. Can it be? Mimba Tashi boy mimba. A poster on political issues can it be? What year we can even be we still have the people. Look, you guys need to young ma wolo. Magic better name in tao CC Rand of Volone, Tone Tommy. Ni order your Amazon, UK no pollen check on like I preserve you or no. Meaning like as I am woloko only in the making of the town. Joe, I think the making of the town. Le one ami minta mata ni kwa Amazon ekoni na get one copy paperback. Insumo you got insumo hard copy and nyeche paperback e kan shi no be boli e back blast. So like wake ona ne ke wo jine po de nche wa ni many me yo amount on na amanya me revise people woni ne lo they are not even doing it. They are not even doing it.
Shito fio ye mi ne shine be mi be kume hime nka na keko ina nyemi meko ona ke tutu ame ya deka ko ni machine efetu adeka atari ni mi if suman be for no mi ni bi ko be ken na kan ni mo ko ta ye mi ma atai e kan ya gbele na ko na woji buti be je ko me no cho ama fe ye ni bi o mbeke bi a ye 10 ye 11 temale inle male na kanoko no mbio yako nupa ni na kanomina me ye fa me ni ye 20 say me ni ye 30 say ame bi hime ake numo ofa ne wolo ni kashie na mokwa agma ake ni na kan bi ko won ade kashishie game yu no kwa ade kashishi ne dom yake wo mo kashi moko egbo na ba ya ade kashishi jeme ne ji akeba oni waka se ni e bi
We need our people. Dr. Neo Kayaba. We need our people to write. They have to document these people, document them. Because look, there has been a systematic approach to downplay our contributions. The Mangana. So if we don't tell our story, no one is going to do it for us. So like I said, Doctor, you go to and I can show you YouTube Bernard Avle interview the contribution of GaDangme towards Ghana development. Nick Bear come in chefe Nick Doctor Nia you go to Lene me no enye wolo no ne enye notebook no gaga che ega yue mo echo mo be na follow eneje enefe ne no na echu ga no ega to the next no mo olene me fe kewo wolo mi I mean kewo wolo mi notebook ga no nye ke no le ko tabu ni mo ko na echa afun agbena kewo wolo mi gbe no chop enle ko mi ona da na acho eche ko kula acho ona ke ka ache ye Daddy asking some part of I am a corner tole I am shosho.
Yeah. I heard that in Bonaga interview too, so I know what you're talking about.
We got a no more. So that is our thing. Like I said, what you may well-educated people need. I mean, I'm at least I made dollar. I mean, yes, Sony. Nyingma wolo, nyingma. Kono wa bibi ne you feel a hard copy we hard copy ni way ke internet no we get it hard copy ne machine ni eventually e moko bas nye scan fe ka wo na no e ke nyima wolo so no e won na me fe na fe large wo yi no e won na fe large wo no e won moko ba teshin ba ke tete kwashi e ja chin.
Yeah, that is why there will be a time they will start to challenge your history.
Oh, I mean challenge if you mo.
I mean challenge if àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bá ṣe kotoka. Ko bá ṣe gaman mi ye kotoka akọ ba ke se akọ aba nyemi kani mi fun. Iko me ni ta play na ke se wo ma ye nu wo yo akọ aba de na kan wo yo e bi e gaman ma mi se.
Yeah.
Gaman ma mi se. Mi ta akọ aba no yo.
Yeah. So, Charlie, it was some of what finance, and I may dedicate. I may document some of these things. I should say how what BBB ne woba. Esane told me came in ta. Oh no, esane told it like it. Anyways, Dr. Neo can I was through one. Shady film more in a go. Engage
me. Biane won't be about watch it. So we are talking about the den own musician. It will be an den and what we here, but about the now. It will find it. Then it's about what ako aje ni a quote just before ni boy a quote ne fade egbo 202. But he said Ghana is our country. We have nowhere to go. This is where God has placed us. And the earlier we realize this, the better for all of us. That was the last quote. I know you might have read a little bit about him, but my pass ball humble at least. Submission about we are talking about it then. You will find it. Akwaje.
Oh, good greetings, to be frank, in that topic and go. When I actually want to use it as an opportunity to kind of learn some of the things some of you have to say. One point I do agree. We as a people, and I think we mentioned that last week, we have to be able, and I agree with Nathan on this, we have to be conscious about documenting our history, making sure these things are available, and that's why I feel I can be communicate our our traditional leaders should take the step. If the politicians will not do it, some traditionally, because traditionally they said they are supposed to be the custodians, right? They are supposed to keep the knowledge. They have to make sure that nibi kume ni are important for war advancement. Allow war history. It's clearly documented. Ona ni example ni tete ha na ni papa here book name and he has to go somewhere. Ona not just a notebook. Agma ni it's available for everybody to see. It's in a book. Those books traditional leadership they are strategic enough. They have to make sure those kind of books they are in certain universities. They are allow even in their palace. They have to have some this is for Ghana history. I really believe that's very important. That is, we should try and document our history and our presence and our contributions. Nobody will do it for us. I will listen, and I know I can hear a lot on that. I'll listen to the comments about Akweje.
Hey, Doc, I think it's really important because look, I feel how when I'm going to I feel how so famous as a new way. Look, and some of these books are there to know you all, but in them
wow.
No, I'm willing to in time care resources ni yoni appetite. Ilake bodekonu well Dr. Akanke inyemi tetenye nu yake MPR fe nuku bikoneho ake amefe nuku yepa abetole story call. The story call essentially anoni jiji ake abio mofiamo sani na me record card mo eko ye mane mi ni America mane mi ni wota America National Archives ake National Archives say forever and ever and ever. Okay. Microphone BBU. Tomobeni boys nyo mami na abi mesane ne. Okay, record na BBU fitai. No abi akeshe. Oh, numwe mebo dai. No boy, obuke bi ashe. Tebo na ni te. Eka record. Ke 5 minutes nju. 10 minutes nju. No need to record because na kai DBA. Oba ane wachaki. Ona tumo bikone huwe wache me 1930 second DBA. I interview abe no sana sa ipi okono nyo nunyo duba. Mo ke amenye na menga wojie because e komeneke wo ba fele to mata de san e ka ate ma se e ko ke record e gbachi e ka bile saje ko mejo ko sile na igbasane e igbasane ke aye ni ba agba ke e ke wo gbenu na ke wo fe record ni e be ni ba fe to agbene ke is this a listening podcast there o gbele o gbachi e ke 5 years ago 10 years ago no ni di o aka gbachi na ka ko ni wo bi abotue ke ji ame pa ba abotue mo ko ni ba ni egba asisi aka o onumu ene huwe mene mukukala atashi le yue sane na agbene won ba watashi no na yue ko ni won wajale mi fi o ko ni meni ekola mele eko na me hu ame na se no na ka ni bi e bia ne no le mi nkabo mfangbe wo lo alex anu wonye won ma ahun po ake Mr. Bano niji impapa ma chekwenji omuko na ka no mi fita Methodist the bale many na Methodist a printing press na mele ni tayo ka de che boji feni niega Methodist printing press printing press yes che fet mo na ka printing press ya alaji no wo GAP ni nomina ma ye gama te nji ono ni je o na api na agbene ni printing press na ba ho okay we use the next technology neighbor aka anya record aka machine ke cassette to ke CD o ke no na ba page o akenaka ni yang machine to no know you 100 years ba o obi ko ba aka bi ko check ko kemi we sane ko e neke ama akwa no ni ji e ke lenwe te ana e abotue e ka gbene lenwe ba anye sa aka no na ewie nu shishi no te ma fete mana e ke mo ko enmaga aka neka akasi oga neka anu oga shishi to be no wo fi o ba fonyo ba aka ke o e ana sa new yemoko na you ye eko language there 10,000 years old njo neke na kanu won no ba akashi wo bie ba anye kasi wona bie ba anye kasi na kanso ba anye kasi na mekecha no no ye for
inkenoko ba chonye bona 2020 the year 2020 if it tomo onake COVID time me because of a lie but I had this inspiration. And that is when I started GaDangme Saji. And even the name came out of I wish my mama feel like GaDangme Saji. But in a rush here, I got this GaDangme Saji. But I came out with this idea. This is a magazine. Must send PDF if on because your PDF still I'll send it if on group and then you guys can go through. But what I did was I realized was Sunday. If we don't come online and say it. So I came up with the idea in my magazine. Especially every year or more time and then I came up with this. And in fact, they got GaDangme tribe. But for me. But yeah, me, I try to highlight war culture because of light but everything about GaDangme, yeah, me. It will implant like every year, we capture more pictures and then a little story behind from town to town. So every year we have a solid something. But
yeah, we are.
It is sad, but come on. This is just to explain what Nibinu of your the Ghana state, the meaning of emblem or German, and then talk about Womanche, and then the certain traditions, Onushishi. Other parts, Nungo and other towns. I'm a mancheme, you're Jeme. And well, must send link here, honey. Can work with programming no. And more. Can one ni come everything like and the truth is I designed and printed this all by myself. Because it actually didn't in beyond yake many wo na mukumoko ni ba wi wo sane ha wo ko kwet mbuke say ona come on even here poema GaDangme Saji telling our stories our way. That was 2020 August. Onishishi in Tashi, and the truth is Mokobake here, you are living your life, you have your family, you are trying to strive. But me I woke up one day and I asked myself that question, and the only thing in spirit came in you are a warrior. It was reincarnation, yeah. No battle. What fain were your BNA? Atuko moko cheko life, and we will live our life quietly. But I'm telling you, me, blah. And as much as sometimes say you don't want to do it, your spirit, because spirit no ke because we cannot do without neke, but spirit because oba blah. Yeah, I care about for a royal home to fight the fight for your people. Abanya fobo separately, but you were born to do that. None will feel what but we will need the information and the knowledge of others to be able to fight the fight we are fighting. How Abangma wolo be an internet Abangma articles.
Right.
These are the things we need.
Yeah.
No. Come on. Let me use the Bible. Biane wonyeme pini oshia koya kelake King James ni your Bible was a British royal ikabo bagba wani.
Yes. I can watch one. No, like I watch one. I can watch one.
She came in back here, king any king of ours. I'm a Kenyan local. Me, I've always believed me, and it's my personal minute. Okay, when you don't, when you don't learn to tell your stories, people will tell your stories for you, and they will tell it in a way you will grow up and be bad and believe.
Yeah.
That is why they will come and tell you, okay, education started somewhere, but before before 16 Nokwe. Medici, and we were living.
Yeah.
So where did you get the knowledge before 1610? Exactly. Where did you get the knowledge before Bobo Kemiake Nomia? I didn't know how to read and write. But it comes back to what Dr. Yue. We don't be a phone here. Africans in general and Ghanaians and GaDangmes in general was more who me. I'm telling you, when it comes to Taflache ke Unahelaku China Sande, I don't know whether you guys know. In grandfather, he was part of many of my job 600 there. I'm a big base in Kanakama. If it I Tevetely, ne gbone tera ni papa meke mi papa ke enyeme amewi. Ola ni in grandfather the best like ni inna ni meba ni egba amechina asande ehame ni amete na recover pepe ne aketo ake baji buy etono ko bi mi ake mini ba use ke basi mene. I have no idea. None of a beer, Niji aunties, uncle say none of them practice it.
And the
this
thing
is
is
a problem.
Ameye naka musunsha audacity na bake eni atola e kolibue po na akwemi na afi ni na afi shimo at 3D eni gbo na ba na do e tun ese ne ba hu ake se e ba ka je che moko le no ne wo ne ba nya cement shi awon ke fita e ogbe ni e adu Cairo no ko etu ese inchekwe egbe ni ahun ni egbo like every like Cairo every few months egbe ni eke ni ba le no ne wodi ba no e ba e trash kon fake no fiano ni ba lololo ka se cement spon ni e pa ba ni abila ke se mini no ne jele aye money yo wo shi amase ni le no ni ji akenomie no ko ngba le enina no ko ngba enina no na da to fan ke je ko keba ni bo na which is ina mami na ke no e wa papa ne ni le eko na eduke wo na kan shipon
Chale como achino afamo fe cement
no boy. So it goes back to no you why mene was an war mene. Yes, we are proud of our father. He contributed. Whether he came out short somewhere, but we should be proud to talk about him because he contributed. Because without the recommendation, and fast thinking, first and foremost, Wana Nkrumah. With Nkrumah behavior and everything, good and bad and the ugly, it was somebody who saw the good in him, the vision in him, had the vision. Okay, yes, I stand a chance. I'm learned enough, but I know okay, J means and if you want to go down and that is another problem. Was a thing. Affordable, akonupa. But you are not born as a leader.
No,
leaders are born.
Yeah.
And that is what Wache Nijiakwajene he saw. Ekole ye nkrumo nukba. Ekole ye nkrumo nukba. Ekole school po ye here. But he saw a leader in him.
Right.
It was ne balaka ba wo leader echele.
Right.
No fenonite after that we can talk about it later.
Of course.
But neken watchene it shouldn't be sani school books I mean. If not the whole nation even in our Ghana books. A life is a story that somebody needs to write. Individually, they don't know the story exactly.
That's something. They don't really know.
He has been the interior minister before, interior minister and foreign affairs minister. And before Poe, a contribution was it's even huge. Even a ideas the entire Africa. It was later it's a few before the African Union took some of his ideas. We sit on these greats and none. We are not talking about them. We don't have any proper books about them. We don't. Anyway,
I think I got last generation. What generation? I think. Kaji woho. Ni wanye wa fe no gwe fi na ga wono fe no ba laje completely.
Papa woni bi tie lajo. What mo fa na bia ne.
Few and what page many wole. Few and ni kebo wa fe no ko ye. Many me yo was say I think I get no go club Benny. I don't know. Because many may your corporate generation by after war. I mean, I don't know why. Absolutely nothing.
I can say. But
the thing is, you can also blame them. Can you blame them? Because the books are not there.
Yep.
The books are not there. Come on. I'm on a typical example. On this platform. Doctor, any issue with a education and maybe a achieve, he should be in a book.
Right.
This is no cap in a. You should be in a book. Because with your story, if I can bring and I can feel 1 + 1 put in here, Tommy.
There's even a requirement. I may take my article of Duchmona Metruon. So now I publish because can you publish it? You try to say, but any lady or to me. Okay, how much clone muko abi back to feton share no share. Odani. Inyemi, ikayo. Enele no tomorrow no you me call mofia market ni be commercial ejo. Ikayo shia ni won fe mental shia. Me di 2 × 4. Me di 6 × 6. Me di neke. She be me ake shia she che moko make be ami. Mineke ina mamie atupa eje na me shide megete akotolante na me shi akotolante ke ba kole kono amete moko bi mi akeshen game ni fe ni GaDangme amenyoli check me pegbe le Mr. Bano le Mr. Randolph just check back kepo le no go just check back li shi manya makebo mental ahunpo den ma yu amesane akemi njame shi waya biblia mi ko bi mi Beke ni nyeka. Ibanye kebo John 3:16. Ibanye kebo the Lord's Prayer. Ibanye kebo Ibanye kebo neke. She call be like kemo mi aka kutu emi ni je enunwa alo ni je teshin. Na mo di mo ko ni je teshin alo enunwa ye neke gba alo de gbe. Ni le we fe no ko ha gan ni dumo shi yen. Enye ne kai. Ele.
So no, you once again, Bob Malik, emancipate yourself from the mental slavery. So, and I think this generation we are beginning to do that. That is why I'm saying, okay, Sani Wanya Wafe no going to pass on over to Many Mayor was saying. It's got to do with Tumobeno Chone. Come on, I inculcate Ojomomi, John 3:16, the Lord's Prayer. That you come okay, So maybe some of our colonial structures, and when you dismantle completely.
Yeah.
Because we are still holding on to some of these colonial structures. In this day and age, we are still we are not our own people.
No.
We still have these colonial relics. Still need a dominate what dream more. Something maybe it's about time now. Completely what shake off the shackles of colonialism. Who are we as a people? And then it's a broader conversation. I can not just but as Ghana former be. Mini potent mini potent. I mean, milo bato mangana, mini jinoni potent mini wake wababi. Because as far as we hold on to some of these systems, say, Charlie, take me to school and again about care father, about care what you need, about no fair, no about toilet. We are still holding on to it, Kebatabiane. We are still doing these same things. One year, Miolo.
Inyemi imbimoko ni ne nikalashi mene moko nyekwe hamieto akeshenshi oyuemo no nyekoche kamenwa menye kamecheme ka una mbon yuemo mi no kote nikasimo here ache bo yuemo na ka fobo ehia vernacular
no more vernacular no more vernacular vernacular ni moko yuemo mo ni no mo asane fe vernacular mo yuemo mo na asane fe vernacular bo no mo. So yeah, like I said, some of these colonial relics, we just have to pack them and throw them somewhere. I don't think our leaders are willing to do that. Come about school, man, say I'm a John. That is one thing. If you mean, look, in Ghana, you go ekpeko man say ne shada. Like
no.
we are always the smartest in the room or classroom. Like Mogo BT me a class. I was always on top of my class every single time with every single subject. Like in fellow Game in Ghana being in Liame, like people are surely for some reason I can't Ashibie near Teshiano again Jomo Velaji. Jemo feel like your doctor, any no chiming here. Me know what they bale na kai. I just don't get it. Ni le nu abakasi o ye bie. Wole no fe no. We are always on top of our class. Ni ke wo gbe na koko ba tuni ye bie podenche. Apelo e. Sometimes that kind. If no, I mean, she can watch she no. Jemo na sani wo ke wa man bie. Jemo feel like you. E ke wa ba one.
I feel like one thing through my actual education, I realize that environment affects you a lot. Or as an actuary, maybe not make you more sure you understand environment because it does affect none of you. Okay, I mean, actuaries being on a few I mean, okay, on insurance company says, "Oh, son of pay premiums." I mean, I'm a calculator, not can be any kind premium. One thing they affect you, like inflation, because the premium is for future. Like about bush car when in the future about payable claims. So I'm making sure I'm taking inflation into account. Can it be all environment really affects the way we operate? That is the situation we're finding ourselves in. Our environment then in care or playing and share or sure share Ghana no environment is different because one accountability if I the what law say are not effective that encourages innovation. Copy and that is it. even musicians, they are struggling with it, and this movie people, they are struggling with it. Why feel no I feel no. Sani won't make it sure environment there is it's helpful to everybody when it comes to innovation. Ni cafe major ni naka ni na you all accountability. It's a joke. It's not a joke. That is the basis of everything. Ke ofemi sha ni manye nkebo. Aya court ni abai mukuba kwe fact na ba wie sane amie. That is it. We have a system ni Obafe wrong. Police the 200 city, 100 city. I don't know in Tega nature or I don't know any name here behind. Obafe mistake. Oba have a traffic violation. Again, ope police car. Again, note. Oyafe Ghana card. Mukonta we bribe that. That na bahabu Ghana card. Every area of that Ghanaian economy. Corruption.
Corrupt.
Need that thing there because if it will accept it. Ni last Ghana you get here in Nigeria and get like corruption is okay. You Ghana can Nigeria. If it more it's now part of our economy. Corruption is part of our GDP.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody is doing it. From that angle, what this is doing, okay. Subconsciously a chip away the trust we have in each other. Wale, Ghanaians don't trust Ghanaians. Okay, business do kubani like ishka piyo me. Because I don't trust the Ghanaian, I wouldn't want to deal with the Ghanaian because subconsciously like Charlie Paddy Manaka if you lose about me. It was subconsciously we are we don't trust each other. Ni ejika ka ota okemko I really work. Ni work is a serious work. You need to trust the person. But Kenyans don't trust each other because we know but he doesn't really have the expertise because our system he can be a mokobanye fake subconsciously this is true because you are dealing with Ghanaian Charlie, you have to be careful. People rather want to deal with outsiders than dealing with Ghanaians. And that is the basis. What trust you what he call trust you won't feel corruption. Mukubanya pay bribe, not some certificate go. Mukubanya pay bribe. It was system fair. You are looking at it like because we don't force people to do the right thing. People use other means to get where they are. And there's no accountability. MP he wasn't well to do. By MP 4 years time. In Nashika P a hostels can be Abisani Moko Kosane. It was from there. That is it. Because Ken Naka Moko wrong means they can Nashika quicker or enemy ma ye the right means. My school mafi doctor. Ni makasenia who Danny Mama Mafi operation. No, I'm not going to do the hard work. I'm also going to pass through the easy route to get to the money. To answer your question, what do more ejame? Where ejame? She can wash a system me or like J Domoni Bahabushka. That is many Yoshka Ghana are not those contributing to the economy. They are those who can steal. Well, that is the order of the day. I also say, let me find the best way to make me steal a lot. And that is a politician. Well, you have a lot of people going into politics and making a lot of money, and nobody cares.
Hello, I don't suffer because I don't suffer.
Yes, no, another route. Or you have a lot of politicians, a lot of pastors, because again, system is such a way a lot of people are going through it in our country and our continent. Well, because poverty is high, people want some other being, right? You all travel from Cape Coast to Accra. Road say he, so no solid. I can money back. She can or travel. Nibi come any over pray call ye Ghana. Call baby, you don't pray for
you don't pray.
You pray for different things, right? Different things. The system in such a way it doesn't want us to use our mind to develop our country. And for me, I feel that is where many billionaires in your Ghana are people actually doing business. Are people actually doing things in science? Can it be here? You will follow. The way system here, many Yoshka, Julius on here, we worship them. What do you think? The you tell about them guy in the Nashka. Call back US. The big men there, you can see where their money is coming from. Elon Musk, he's doing all these companies. You see, this is where the money is coming from. Microsoft, this is where the money is coming from. These are the big men, the billionaires in your beer. Ghana billionaires, what do they do? You see that, pastor? A politician. Yes. Few of them know now I'm a company school. The big men in Ghana do not actually have a direct correlation or direct influence on our GDP because they don't produce anything. Because all big men I may produce anything in your economy. How will your economy grow? Well, that's what I can say about that. What system promotes contributing to humanity and the economy, and that is our problem. Until I get to the point, before you become a big millionaire or rich man in that country, you're actually doing the right things. Now, can I baffy? Shika or kete other countries, some of the developed countries, Owana are their hard work. Their hard work and their knowledge comes to work. Because to be that person, you have to show that part. Ghana be show that part of us. It is there. Just that gosh Ghana no atawo.
That's true.
Ole no go ni your dog in one na ka shensi inyame owie be no wie. Something also need be me ingmo here, ingmo. Not because it's really a funny thing, right? Those big men in Ghana can't machine Ghana man pay businesses anywhere else. It doesn't succeed. She be me kwata mo can't machine Ghana na ma pay business that is what succeeds. Because he wa no keje ruffian is no fear. Olaga show ready because ya mogo ha bogbe mogo ha bogaba. No ko ba with the correct jomono ka fe na business Charlie forget ka fe ka no don't know you anukwale yemi enough fear no you anukwale yemi. Yes, Solomon no you Solomon no work anyi ake biko ba she ni many yoshidumo and me kwa ka she what me ko many ekole wo jomo enuko kwa lo wo be jomo de ba because ake wo bu mu alo wo sane enuko ko wo jisa no du moshi mo be ni nyami ni la take what me ko me biko ni ho ekole wo ji rofi se ni yo akuche ami ni get aba alo no ko ba wa cho afi ni no wo time me sha agbene ni because kemo ko ke wo ba ya hi because sani many ba fe bulu ani alo many ba fe no ni esa mo fia mo here amesana me nye here ka be fake she ko ni many yo jomo alo me na me fia ni bi ko me ko na mba he ni agbene na me ke ya ni sana me ke ya
ona ke non na pe ake como ga in particular be an efe tomo in sister aviation in ona and in bile about cousin ko ni area no me can be a na some lapses come Ona nie when you aka obi an ele recover cry marry pay for 3 e won e wie ni e ball Ghana na ke gbe na ke o fi an gbe like na kind time e kola to na akọ eso ni nke like insisted shut up Femodin no ne ke ma jan wie more I don't believe it won in reference led to Celine Dion come on Celine Dion e chon me this past years ke Ghana abaka actually chofa. And this is not me saying okay we don't have na kind majani bi but the focus ni yo na kani no it's too much because I mean here kwa no aka body no wonye ni bi pi chon body me ni the body can react anyway but ke Ghana awata shi ne bagbo na baka ke because ni superstar ni moku kele chon eko de gbele she no ni happen to le anakoda she don't beni Dr. Ye man say they look at it differently at the hospital I akwa na ke chale ni na wona kweko down the way they anybody is shut or down say okay she needs care, she needs therapy, she needs this after some years a workout and I okay I will legbe neke hila ne ke ba these are the steps you take ba wo no akeleba ya na kan ha osofoku na emomugu yes ni na gbe ahin na ba ka ke tofana atune na egbo no what she heko ye wo life me ni allo a generation ko ni yes, you give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, but ashe huni machines in tuning. Unfortunately, I know Ake will bet the advanced machines, but at least Yana check on machine. Let's learn to what back a little bit to this current generation because Charlie, the way it be if we don't talk about these things, ni wahani mahali ake listen. Wo as a tribe ni BP ni sake wo wonwie sake kan wo jiano ni ke wo bi teshimene na mekeo I'm searching ni lante aliake o egbele I'm searching ni tete a few of this kind of program. These are the things our generation needs to know. Because keje na kaona ona no na kete wo ko bi mi ona ko bi mi akenche English books nin kanie manyama cheko me ko bi mi akega wo jienye kanie. The only one I remember is Nibi Bibi Monigma I don't know.
Minka higa
Nibi Bibi epo papa ni ko hami akenkani. Na ke wuro ha mi ni mbonka ni mo mi enche gan aje enche ngebe ni mi menya atole ga un mamo yin atole ni to kin no ni maka
kanye ba kai wo JSS textbook into primary school textbook kede no ni gan wo lokoko penny me yen wala shi lenkane is the Bible.
Yes.
Mali.
Yeah, the Bible. Yeah, baby, yeah.
The Bible. Me na po.
And noni no pay wo ne yin mi jake shi at least yes Michael no na feel jake wo first sermon jo second sermon na feel I can't bluff ke gami no mi ye me onupa ameba na me pie bluff amena na no money kan yo sane mo akane gami ka akutomi onupa na me no shishi no wo pe gan Bible inyo se wo wie mo ka wo wie mo mi ti no ni bi akume ko na wa nyo ka ke ne ike ke bo fio e go get fe am ke bulent o na fio alo no ba feel alo mo ko wa be fio kenya but I mean nyami ni kasemo where ihe oyo ake wo ba nyo na GaDangme library correct ni me pi lewujin pi liom onupa epo ame pi lewujin mami ele ba ke ekobo ka bi mi yesane iwe ka bi mi yesane Yeni eninje. Na toje me atoma. Atoma someone be no. Ekeme ake eteje me shenyo. Kome nege mami teje me shenyo mi enye mi ho. Shenyo ne teje me atoma anye go me da. Mi anya atoma. Shete. No mami nile eninje. Na fo eche ye. Mi le mami febe nile le mami.
Right. Right.
No, come on, you mini no di no ni wole. No me in be can be ashi. Are you English sane only any English here. Sure na. Iya shi pon sane. Malebo, iya shi pon sane. Min drive ni na amanfo ni ke amanfo be English ma say mi na amanfo fi e no ni na ni agmani no English amanfo ni ke English fi e te. English sure na. English da be fi na.
Don't the other English here.
Ni pesia ni abi ni nye kwe kemi akeshe shi bo jo English na yo English da na English yo na me yue ameke Jamestown British Accra dem je English here yo no ye to mi Jamestown British Accra dem je English yo asma de English je kemo je no po ate gamanche mi gamanche ma mi na ma ya dem gaman in le gamanche we gamanche ni abia ke ngbeji manche agbo na ya bia ga na moji mancha agbo na ga gamache be de bi e yo ni ga mini di gamache mancha agbo na no ne mini di je gamache je shi adi bi e gamache shi ka le shi yo ni ga mini olu o
yeah no mancha agbo na ana ga jeme English manche le we egbo na jijeme ona
ke bi ashi ni boy school ya
no na can build in ele jeme no me na can build in colonial administrative building here that man na can build in a colonial administrative building ona so kedi okwe no wa meye ona get she still bona me she but am no me court ye jeme I keep le court an ke ba nli ake bia na afitile she be New York gan still ke the colonial era she ake fi your court ona court ye jeme na you san ye jeme from the colonial time so it was an administrative colonial building ona na me di mo jeme na me e nshia unke bata bia ne na
I'm a careful. Sometimes can me no ne majani be me la form of beach me so but in your history in lineage josu odumishishi but can careful the only place ni liake we our family home your ona the junction where ya ona ke obaya castle and then obako la osu road there. Ona koba it was before ba independent freedom and justice na kan ni alo je kano ya o ya la one ya castle one ona ke chukoma na kan viete na kan chuen in grandfather nyemishian that is my home but can't tell me nobody knows me
right Signalante medianche
and this is the problem. No you are ona watch akwaje who US and ga la sorry la niji la me in grandfather niji mami side there. A papa alone okay whatever counselor he said actually counselor Johnny it will mean inje klana bi atin ni ko bala matroni ko bete la mi no the filling station ko ejeme your left hand side is there is this red house Kwame Nkrumah e batademe me in grandfather shia ni inle watch all skirt and blouse bia ne na kan shia Kwame Nkrumah e can in ninjo na near people bia ne boy confuse me but this is the problem angma ko ewoko wolo here e will bia ne it is hearsay no ni you whether no kwale ni je anokwale ni I know aka anokwale ni because I grew up I saw some
right
onum shishi ona benini yo but ebe wolo here
yeah
And na kind family ni le na Kwame Nkrumah ebala because of Akwaje and all those people there. Ingba agmaye. Ingba yo ye wolomi.
Charlie,
They are doing this to us.
Mita Mabinoko. Ofane, woye Ghana National Archives.
Imbra.
Actually, I echo.
Come on. I'm a cable. I'm not going to debate Akewo Yalo Obe, but I'm telling you, any serious country, serious country that wants to preserve their history within cultures, because we are diverse culture, Ghana. There's one thing, it is because a particular group wants to or a particular group in undermine and suppressing the other groups. But Ghana, before Ghana was formed, if you read history, if I'm wrong, somebody should correct me. It was because our diverse culture, we came together and we formed a bond. And that was why Ghana started to grow. But from tribe to tribe, I take the love of Ghana from all of us. And that is why we are suffering. So a serious country, any serious country, Doctor, America, if you want to find any story, you know the library to go. And there are books.
Papa, Ofane, I think in no feeling about some okay can on ebane ejo fkwafedo. Money choy I can say she learned but legend number what is it 45 or 40 whatever his thing is none woni Trump in Saji and Trump in biane ole mene ke twata National Archives make it boy to test because no fear it has to be preserved for history no nye no kake okay no fear esa no sandeko no fear afan eko yemi no akake wonye biene no nwopa no aje biene mo na acha National Archives make a boy twa no e ahye ne ahye biane no like bambo okay you are serious say na kai no in boy eko na kai boy kanemo in kai energy. It was the same British Archives in their war history books actually amengma their interaction with the natives on the African coast. Similarly, many no me na me feel cartography, na me map say, I may for some odd reason, I me boy ma akashin she me name ni yon show na, fante me show na, me name show na, unka shi Congo, na me tele Congo, I me ma many yon show na, ti walente what no what you mo me, what bena kainoko. Bole mono ke you Daniel coming time ya tumono no yo ya de bi ene anti amani yo bi ene ya anti amango no ai ne de shi what you what chele no konoko no sani mokoklo mu aja agbo na ne bagma ahun po sani mi anye dan e ba fe tumo ko mi fi mo ba banyete no agbere na agba enye ya ke mi fi e ko mi agbene mo e fe tumo agbene mo agba asha
Ole our souls never dies, but it reincarnates in different forms. People talk about gallant soldiers, but you hardly hear about Odate Willington. Odate Willington. Ona, and it goes back to what topic of the day. Why have we let ourselves down so much? Why? Like what actually I know. Oh fine, just share this. What many they know, they have the story. Say they should come out, they should start telling it. Even be on a social media bar, they can just do videos.
Yes.
Just something. At least we can hold on to something. Where you're willing to, where you're Akwaje, where you're this, where you're that, where you're that. Why? Oh.
Look.
National Archives they know you on many court Germany. You just
It's probably nothing to write home about.
Ask them, go and try and search a document just in the 60s or 70s.
Only
Before in cousin say because no me your library none your kanda many part actually the no the boy library any your jeme no me ya jeme ni ke what no no you Charlie court Accra library me can be a shaka me Accra library ma me hani ya. But let's fast forward. We always say this. Well, you all yes, mommy. But court ministries of information no two or no kwe. We say books were open.
Right.
Books were open. And nicho like muji kenofia no e money pone te ni eto omo ya boba. E ba ke e ask me ba. Or ni book.
Na kabakba na nle ere ka na.
Akena. In this modern age. Oh God. Anyway.
Look, me in you are sometimes the ball it all goes down. To Mobeni where you on it look. Because of our affiliation to Nkrumah, what GaDangme be especially, ke support ni working hale ni afan Nkrumah you know. There is a period there between Nkrumah fan ke biamini JJ Bano ke okwe oba naken period there biamini ajegba yewa wi wa de that single period. Una we hear nye loy wonini loy can ni be because look man Jame G&G naka Nkrumah was able to bring everybody together to no you na work form independence na jele Jame many men na make independence later. Look, I'm a panic and what T3 ala sen ke bage Nkrumah will vote like at the assembly first. It represent Ododio Gamashi, Nkrumah Leji were representative at assembly. Now, believe me, Nkrumah a represent what Gamashi be on a bonicho. So, ke okwe obanake there was a period. Ni onake what Game is like what larger completely. What no fair no like was completely, and I think I get between, like I said, between time now fale. Ke baji time ni PNDC be a banon. Una can period there G ekoni eye wa wi wa ne wo the other side there be wo me no wa de nche na nye mi a unka batabia ni meanwhile na ata independent say po ncha me get that bi bu blofo ma ha me pay aha me pe na shi wo wa ga join wo they didn't even want to be part of Ghana. They didn't even want to be part of the country. Ghana, they did not even want to be part of it. So it all goes back to neke no. Can when you get me if you are the war kometo wa yenche, but kwe no ni ya no kwe no nete no kwe no no. Ona meji bete na mo go ba type age your Twitter oblayo go ba type age. I digress a little bit. I think it's connected. Ke enye mi enamokone ke mo yue ni mo ke media mintio media sakasa no mintio ewu mi lawa de nche ni men pola ula online ni mokoni follow a very close friend of mine. I benyodi ni ewe no go ni kela ge look. I really wish I can get about take this conversation offline. You have to sani no fake ganyo. Then you ba no shishi no no e obla you ne kemoko kele na again feel kemoko refer nge gwam kala ga look kemoko refer to ye mo ke sakasanu media sakasanu that alone should tell you something. So kemoko e we money le we media sakasanu really
jemo What say more? Any mo ko ba jebo ako yin fair play no ba le aka jebo. Ke you no ko na jebo e. What we le. No jebo e.
When you ever fit away, when you
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Where you jugba? Me no ye coming.
Only in the camera. Nilanten kwam ye wa ni keda bi magbe camera e won ye bi ene no ona be ni ye ni ona be ni ye be na me kemba mi ye ya ba ye yogurt agbene ba mi ye kom ya ba ka yo ne ke ba da ne be san ne ba ye ni e wa ni be camera ne fem e wa fem na pa ka gem ye ba bi ene no pa ko no sure no
Right.
Ni won back over.
e fa ne te ne o ten people. I get me Stakasano. What he won't.
Chemist komempe dumokolebu ni ai minutes ndio data ndio no ni monitor ni ese ni kala ke kwe yeno ta atolete kolebu yeno ta atole kolegono na kan ni no yuo ka ayu na kan no ni minwe ko no mie yeni nje magbo yin ma ni mo fi amoni dumo ma se ewie no ko magbo yin ma ni mo fi amoni du ile asante me ni ye mo yo na me yuo pepepe ile hausa me ni ye mo yo na me yuo ile agbe me ni ye mo yo na me yuo pepepe ahunpo ile gamene shi ye ni mi dumo bi ane no na me ba bo ma bi na me ka so ma mi be mo na kan pepepe no ke bulu yo ye ya shia na to se boju gba no ko se no ba.
That's right.
Okay. I think I've fought that fight for a long time, but Biane, Kenya Famukwenke Hangame, because Bokos and Ike, Bokemiake, Bobe, any Sano Shami, about Shami, a Ben Pleno, can be a week, Shami fine, in mommy. She, one thing, if you can preach for them to know Wawagame, this fight is between Wawagame and we have to do the homework ourselves. Because what I've actually realized is when you may accommodate me. So any what your angle and what your I always say that fix the foundation first before you go up. Because starting from top it's just going to be a waste of time. First of all, second of all, I always say minority small amount of us have put in on our mind we patronize, like, okay, we will deal with people that are ready to speak what we speak here. It's a start. Ona got a market ni ukemi akeshi oye yomokoklo ni I don't need it and I'm not desperate. I won't buy your stuff. You know, these are the things we have to do. Ni kenkebonje ni onunwe. I don't have to buy your stuff. You know, these are things we should boycott. We will take on to ourselves and do to make a change.
People will say, let it go. Let it go. Ona, how much bonoko? Me, I believe in Ona Bulu penny keye jeka se ni taflache. Odumishishin. And bofe bono ba fear, you have to be welcoming. But it's what you can say what you are mo kwake oya laje oya wonu minkwemo. Odumishishin. And because what hana meba jela na mekwa wonu emi ni wotwa amena odumishishin. Allo obake like the minute woko wonu obalaje next time hand no man share no bajela don. That is why what she hating what she odumishishin. She told me sister you ke maintain him ni mkebo we no ofe na kind statement there. Ni challengeable and you are still proving stubborn. No, I walk away because I can find it elsewhere. Until we start doing that because Olenoko last me we are Come on. Where man say. And in chair tribe in chair mokumoko, but you can hear French. It is because what harm and a kind liberty ye man and every court not ote voter everywhere we try to accommodate them. If they travel they don't want to succumb to man or na mayor. They don't even try to speak man or women. Min ke me him bi ene na me ke me ake ni minos and my way taflat my way Chinese. Ama me nyo ame yo wo we mo. Are you crazy? No, I'm not kidding. On musician, but later antashini nake because na me je taflat ama kloa na me bagan. Wo here me wo mi. Kenya what can say what can you no. So with that comfortability, when they travel elsewhere, they have in care if you any offend what your man watch it. And we want to have a strong command on even common bluff weapon of the same attitude. I make a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. I'm a few on a kind they do things like ni una me na me in cousin ko Italy ni ibaneke ebane you am sending ka minewo because I'm a nyame na no chumo pakpako na me chum because they refuse to go to school and learn the language. You know, I mean, see, they still work hard and they make it somehow and anyhow they can. Ni problem no you Chinese you money in Kai ni tete oni ne o program ni nkwe beni kamanchete
Jamestown Abo
It's so ironic, it's so fabulous. So, and to be honest, since I sat down and I really thought, oh my goodness, that's the first time I really thought, can we really make a change? I thought it would be hard because all I can see at the background of them is Angma Blofo, Angma Chinese. Oh my good gracious me! I could not believe it. I thought, what is going on? What is going on? Billboard nang boya me say from war to war.
Yeah,
Chinese
in keke
English. Yeah, te angma koga. Ne magachipon na chaya James. Oh, okay.
Why would they? Ama kebonoko. Ama kebonoko because we don't have a national language. No you saw English.
No,
Me to ma kebonoko.
What your state language here, Jemmy?
Manye.
We cannot start.
Manye, not you.
Yes,
hold on a second. Hold your fire. Ko babiene. I'm a signboard no. Ekome, but majority is in Chinese. But in Yenoko, because we bet one language. Noni sake if we country and tuning. Allo no, I kewo mancheme. I'm tuning as mancheme. GaDangme land no. Every single signboard now about here, it's English and GaDangme or Ga.
English and tree and pante. Course,
it's how it's supposed to be.
English and ever. But now me chole ne hiyo. Course, Adan English and Adan. Keke fe fine. Ke oje ke owoka no Kenya and Kumasi. Kota me. I mean, when I me few announcement in Ga and in tree. Call je no back me when I me few in Ga and in tree. Call ya ho. When I feel in Ga and then in heaven. Come je na ka feel it. Call I me kemine wo. Common language. No. Common language is English. Get in what flight in the mean ya Paris say, are you English and French? The same as coming in. I wanna can feel like a cafe for Koke Nyento in international airport here in Kumasi. Kaje UK na ya. Kika you bluffo, kika you a tree. Kaje bien na ya crack. Aya kotoka, are you a bluffo? Ka you a gun? Fair. This is inclusive. Ona.
Maji nyemi na ye no you and the quality no you it will be the bluff the forethought of Mokone town Phoenix. I make kame yake no you I make kame yake me remo e dafe bono no bahina
na
ake dabi ikesutuma inyemi ikesusuma ake no ni boyu bahina apo ake ma jebo no yi igbasuma na ma jebo mi no dafe mo piamo no mi no e dafe mo piamo no
Dabi, for a second. Come on. Any law now about pass yega. But before Amakanenine, when you meet Andrew, I'll take care. Good afternoon, people. The national language of Ghana is English. Yes, we know that. I agree.
So when you are doing anything in the you can't say okay, national language is English. Hold
your fire. Both way. And then let no eke. But I agree. Ghana should be added if on Ghana. So we agree on that. But not even to UAG. Don't need to my you can Inkai. Ona doctor na Italian.
Hey, doctor,
Kaseni wo boy ama Kenya no ni woni neke majani BBB ne. It is very difficult to get that because most of MPs and DCEs they are not from us.
And when they are not from us.
Ovo. But the truth, and but we in care. Come on, how many years, Neni, we've been fighting ni Achongan, yes, most of the schools.
There are some
positions. They are not from us. They are not from you. So they don't care. You can shout your shout. You can make your noise. These are facts.
Cry or cry, Ona.
The truth hurts. It's the truth.
I call that.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
No wonder Tonya ni eke mi awon kenye bad on tole mi resign.
No, anyway.
I told me, to can break wall get only what I always say, ni no come me phone the impossible can be done bit by bit. She can't just feel like the tax is too big to start with a teaspoon, then we will not get anywhere. I believe in starting with a teaspoon than waiting for the truck to come for you to load on the goods.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is, let's start with the teaspoon that we have, and then when the truck of big lorry comes, we can load onto it to do what we have to do. See now.
You are British. Olebena no tea. Shane with your teaspoon.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to say here is Moko many banye fe na can change your water thing is the politicians we pick. Call him function. Both the NDC and the MPP.
Make the choice.
That is one. Two, many kame war positions they can make na kind teaspoon change. when you are able to answer those questions, then we can take those steps.
Yeah.
Of an anigano quavi. No, even though it can be quite way in Maya Manya side if you.
Uliako by Ojimba Gino, boy, Yanglo.
Mr. Mambepo, the Capo Macaca, Mambepo, Sumalembepo, Lomo, and the quality in be ona biane what you were here akeshen shi mofia motane bia ya here no tane bia private school a on bo biane Montessori ba bo mona tole Montessori po ye lelentele ma mi e be Montessori school the number of schools aboni Montessori yo e ga no you don't your mobo no one ma fa no one ma Chimo no ni mi tama yue ni mi headmaster your school enkele ya nnanale administrator said your school we na me waka will be ya school in be you natural apparently if you're 3 classes in Malibu eke wolo e bashia dan ni minke mami were you organ amagbena were you organ she treat kind of more and quality ke ingbe inana no quite simple as tre the way na spell tre eke ba ke le yenjo momi beni manyama fe ni ke ni bi afita ni manyama na ke no na agma tre agma mi Malibu aha le tribu at a private school Neke tree wolo e bashia ne e petri ye school. Ahun neke bashia ne follow e game diame. Tree amele agbasa ne ale tree. She na akane ni na ba ha heto ye game ye tree mi ye. No le sande koklo kwado no mi no ni yoji. Ona no mi kanya mi ni lante shishi die wo ye no ko ni ye ni ne. Ye shia femo ye shia. Ona wo fe to wo je wo ye we ku emi. Wo fe to wo je wo ye akutu emi. No ni bi ko meke ya no. Honestly, and Sande Gameko Meninio, Wamami Agbene, Nakeko, Papako Kamiwe, Ega Nieko Nakani, Ega Ganyoko Yakpe. I mean, you tree only Moko Boy Agben anymore, you ganeka, oh, when you, Nimbabi and Johnny Moko baby and you are guy. Ganyo Adite, Nega like Bassane, tree, Mia, Una, Menyo, Famena, Leweaka, or you are Ganimu, Ganu Jimmy, no, you are Gamino Batanyo Kami tree. No, what no, there were thing. School ya what you be na me ya school ke de juka shistoa school na me ya mi na twa me de me ana me kasio gan de me lo ni dete ba fita e check on no ni mi ka ke school no what wo be na me ya mi no wo yemo atwa wo yemo vernacular ya me school na me ya yemo na me no ye hia ya kutu mi fe atwa no vernacular ni vernacular ife no ba ya ke ayu vernacular de me na agbene ke ba hia e na ewemo na I don't know. I can school.
Because I rank now fail a vernacular war, it becomes invalid. It becomes not a language, a dialect that is irrelevant. That's the problem. What I'm saying is, I'll throw it out there for you people, and nobody should feel under pressure. I feel like school where I would have forced to donate books, gun books, or Malipo. My first name, I donate gun books. Can you small? I'll remove the child from the school because NLA is like putting pepper in your eyes.
No, this and warfare. No, no, this and warfare. Lebi shwane beke. Ya school no ani na me jeme. Je akeshi wo ba me manche ko nebe abafi. Bo pay your school fees say je manche pay yo. Bo no pay your school fees say no ya ade me no abia me.
Government me, I've had enough of it. But what Yena can attitude there of waiting for Manche and waiting for government? What Yena can attitude there? They've let you down. It's okay if your parents let you down. It doesn't mean offense here. They are doing okay. So can't stand on the fact that Obema Mike Papa, so you can't try.
Okay, so now I'm a people question. What about the school say now they have this excuse okay Wonaga teachers.
They do. God teachers say they do. She onake a normal teacher say because everybody wants their child to do well. Abaha me ambana afternoon classes na mafi. Evening classes na mafi. Ambana weekend classes na mafi. Ambana vacation nibi come holiday vocation class, different things, schemes come in number fee, cost is number fee, na make what they get to earn a little money apart from their salaries. She got teachers say it's not really search for it was they have to end up teaching people after school in English, allow maths or any other subject. So where they go is the private schools. The private schools say, majority of them are poor. Nipona fe na keshika menuni yeshika anye kotu sanena ye ke Manchester na ye anye shiko sanena no ye afe ni bi ke shika ewo eko be na ka afe ne ke content na pay private school ne 1-2 be ben near private school ni ko te Germany bo pay private school. How many Ghana people are in the school to say ake na chumo tree ne kenye mi nunkeke ame ani na? How many people can you rally around and go and have this fight or this conversation with them? You're going to be on your own because the majority of the people when you're Jamaican, you see them you're tree. I know me your other language and dialect. I love me Malay minu. You're
Nakano.
private school cousin it only a private school gun. I mean like they don't need their services anymore. Now surely, but now surely, like we can worry. I'll find a gun in a school. I'll find school for her to go and teach a gun. Because these are the things. Yeah, it was a matter
there has been a systematic approach when it comes to GaDangme. Look, the president of the GaDangme Students Association, one of the universities, Ajomako. Interview. He contacted me in Kelengbasan. Look, systematic. We have a lot of GaDangme from Obina amount on it. I mean, your university and I'm in Kasega. That's what Apple. So let me have you. I make the school now. Ni asana poster make ba gashi konjiano na me ba choni e ka make ya panduru. Yeah. So that is the problem. Yeah. Ni guy can look town e feshu ake amount on student association no ne town e feshu ake abagbele in all the universities. Abagbele to town meaning kala ni amegbele ko na amekwani ame feshu ake GaDangme form bi keji amegbe school na ka me no ko na ba fi aka ma ba GaDangme shikonjian e ka me bi ska gbe na na me fi oni bi e na lo aka me yaton. So once again, there is a systematic approach to completely wipe us off everything that we stand for. No finally identify our as beme ask GaDangme bi. Look, to benin kebo nke look. Posting Kruma between posting Kruma ke pre-rollings nyekwa na kan period there G&G de shishi nyekwa ni echa no rollings unle ba bring the whole country together back again. That is what they did. Nwewonika kwe PNDC ke NDC party grassroots J lawyer foi J doctors foi pe J menimena dabi eke farmers eke nikpelo itwe fe loy can be the same Nkrumah approach and like I know jinoni akejeshishi ni mene matimi ubi ame no na me ba fiti oni bi ame no again we are the party of the elites, we are the party of the lawyers, we are the party of the doctors, we are the party of the engineers. Look, I'm telling you, I don't know. Anyway,
almost say over clock 3 hours. Ofia mobana a final say. Koni wonye will wrap up. My pass ball ha. Bo for submission. What I don't know.
Well, anyways. Sunny what try no bafi ni wabanye what yatashi mimba ni wabanye ni what put some of these things, and I'm glad I guess you off in again no Sunny in a little corner say I think no wabanye what fi ni what koni on a furniture when you push na at least no you okay annually because boy, we paying where at least every year over release a burning chon. I think a Gino Koni as a sunny work when you free, and we need to start telling our stories. Like that's why we have these platforms on Abonin Chon. Some of us said that is what we are doing with our platforms. Me go Oba channel no boy if your politics moshi GaDangme Saji no fenoni ya no me fade, and I'm telling you ni jenege no gonna share any me we go to buy first and can we mo in kula because like I can't to call me I go vernacular or vernacular na kan in can we mo in kula. Sini boy fe mo ne onu pa ine ba correct me ya ba in DM sami okay ne can call so I've gotten better when I'm running show. So we should try like what's funny Charlie I don't know I won't talk but like you said Nilante some of us we are warriors so about reincarnate when I'm running show. It's a calling, it's a calling as long as ni oba nu shishinaka ni oba look like from that perspective you keep pushing and keep fighting until noni pote wano bashpon and wako ba fiake GaDangme before mo biye obanyo face. So let me just leave it here.
Okay.
Me ino just kuku feel akeshi engon na ke many you are born na stiana for me allo stiani ga for be a for me ke no fiano na trust me here ko be many you are born na amele money di moneche money di mene mami wo fe wo tro wo nyami me agegbe wo fe wo egbe komi dumo beni game wo fe wo egbe komi no nye no le ake mene papa na alo mene mami na alo mene nekene si a unpo wo kete yin e pi o kete ke mi wo fe wo ko wo ya ke se yo mene nyami jile chona si ani san wo be ye si a ye wo nyami ma te bi go na ka no meni shadi be bi en ka ke gbe ko kan wote make many ekole wa nye ko ko efetu mo wodi kase mo ete hi fi we wo yi pa wo na mi mani ame ekole ame share so na me wa fitai ti o fe wote dash wo gbasa ni wo kase oni wo yu oni bi ai wo bo wo nkomo wo no fi ona kan na afio mr no wo se wo ya jeme ake jeme no ba kase ni ye o we gume na ame yo buku na ma me le no ko to wi ga me no ba shibo la ke ko ga se ko ne yo le je no ne ye na mi no yo bo je mi no fio ona alo poke ke otu obile ne abo komie ke ebo komie be mi aye de be komie pa de be ko no ne fio ele no ne fio kole ele no ne fio fe ehia ona wo ke sure we la wo ke kase oni wo ke fio ni fe sha no kwale to mo be ni wo je mi yo foundation ehia maybe I know what you can say, mommy. What now? Like a foundation, if it mo because no one Johnny Wale foundation, pafio. Allow you more ne for few, jeme. Allow you any mo ko du mo jeme ne fit mo le kumoni Sani one was our yak a ula dabi ababi afe na ka be. Kama fite woni ye be. Ene wo no mi. Onye no ba no ba fite wo ni. Ko afite no ko ya fe ko die bi o ba fe. Ni na ka hu beni wo gbele wo de mi. Ni wo ke fo amofia mo. Mi ma suma ke wo fo awo we kume. What for our kutue, no what for GaDangme, make a bamia cashin, she won no me. No fair no ga fitaye, GaDangme fitaye, no me. Can ye dabi a yami? Can ye blekuma be a yami? Can ye mafro be a yami? Buko be a yami? If you na yo, come a yami a yami. No kawan yo hena can ye go miaka shensi, Ganoya a ye how of domadic sa. Nakanoko here, Nishia boy. Weku emi abon ye shitamo keni kasimo fe afio ye shia no sani na kani woke ku wose no woke ya shia ye weku emi no woka se fio bi onukpa asanje no onukpa ahun ofa ne kedo ko ni empa le akọ kase alo ma le akọ kase chomo mi mita ma kase ona bi le ni oje itongule no ele lebe abone ke bo be batashi kashi obe wote ndon no chomo mi ko ni mu manyama tonle no woka se na kani ebe na kase oni ko ni wo fe wanye wole na agbene ke won fe shia ni ojugba no fe weku ni no fe akuchomi ni ojugba ni bi epi ne yo wote ne fe tumo ni mene fi ni mene na kani bi fe e ba bo ntake mo fe ba bo hia wo ake wono wo ba ko woni ano boko ba de ba ja gbo na ne be ba ko woni ano ya wo no wo ba ko no no ka wo ba ko no sa no wo che wo he no wo ko no ojugba no wo le mi ojugba no wo ya mi ojugba no wo kase mi wo ojugba ko no wo fe le papa be ne ba hia wo fe no je me mu machine no ye
But doctor, it's sure no.
Oh, great discussions. Not normal KG. In the spirit of documentation, one in our own small ways until no one a big one nearby put everything together in our own small ways. We know by your document, the Ghana history as much as possible, like FAMO, and that will help in the whole idea. Not me. Not in final statement. To many we'll start with the magazine. Can it be? That's our own small ways. In the other speakers they have their own ways speaking on it on their shows. Can it be? Well, let's continue doing that. Later on, we'll talk about the bigger one that will put everything together. Now your own small way. Let's try and as much as possible have some record somewhere. Yeah.
Sister.
Yes.
We'll find it.
We have to start with the teaspoon. Scooping it. No need doctor care, no. Telephone bit by bit. Hey, in our magazine, I don't know a doctor you are.
Yeah, no. In forward the ham and I'm just
Hey.
Later when my surprise I'm with no ninke wolu ninke chombo my forward the ham and I'm and then eneme shadeke manso me amelomo but
Maybe
actual market 12 oh fine Danny
that's why
it's money ukume about 20 now at the wrong time oh fine she's a
like I said small teaspoon bit by bit. It can be exhausting, that we all want to give it up. I think now the solution is few bit by bit.
All right. Yeah, if you're more known, we have to learn to tell our stories our own way. And by doing so, we also need many here the greater information to start putting it out, whether in books or online, so that we can learn. Even if you feel like our story is not in full, just put it there. I'll find the other piece elsewhere. No, okay, join. Because that is the only way. Because Kewa story Charlie Hene in the next 2 years, 5 years, abanyo. Before machine, Andrew Belcon get great show, and then when you get how can I call into the show? Next time, I think Tramono link me up here. And then next time, you have to find time and join us. Because what they make when one here go he's a
great guy. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's a very good guy. He's on the side. Yeah.
Yes. Bomo then do link up. Ma send bo link every time. On like for some few seconds, doba full presentation, then you can jump out.
But I think you should give him both because I'll be surprised if he will come. Nita would surprise me because I think I'm doubting if you come. So
because
surprise me.
No, unless
you are hiding for some reason.
Unless Shade option penny your pay G.
Evan John, what's another phone number? There's another phone number connected. About it, I feel like it's a phone number.
We'll work on it. Ni I bet sister bet on you. Ka wole hegbele. Oni shishi. Twebolo Neradon ke wo twebo. Next week the same time Boba Bekon with these brilliant brains. Okay, nyeme. I call them nyeme. Nyeme. BNL Wohiele GaDangme song Ghana ona nie. Oba wie. Nona ka wie oba wie. Oba wie le avec woka je woje oba wie le beni oba ni wo wie le ni e ba ya metui. She
Ko
ni
ta je mo ke je ban channel no ke je enjoy feel go pe ye wa.
Me ma ba. Je mo ngo me ma ba.
Odu oje fe nye nchero nye fio ka nye kweta flake ta flake
Only $1 card.
tubule erado o wa shi oh we be any of BNA ke what ye mi e wona ko pa we can go for hours.
Oh, why will be bad now?
Yeah, we can go for hours. But
all right, guys, bye
bye. Tubule, bye. We'll back next Saturday. When you stay tuned. During the week, before machine, during the week, last NBA, she mama modern topic to me about function. Koni work. If you are interested, you can link me up. Koni Wafi. We can record or we can go live. But if obet enough time, we can record. Only my post. It will table. Stay tuned. There's more programs on the way. Shida ke ha table ke nyemeni ba. It will bye bye.
bye.